here. This should start. There we go. Excellent quality. Good, good, good. All right, so back to what Julian was doing. Just as a bit of an aside as we start the stream. Oh goody, it's bothering time. I guess. Sun's getting low, big guy. Now we're custarding. Willow time. Did that work? I hope that I have a Willow button over here. Every time they say Willow in chat, a picture of Willow comes up. The one thing I wish I had, are you, oh, you're not on headphones, okay. The thing I wish I was able to do is crush the ADSR. Do you know what I mean?
Crush?
Where the time of the ADSR is shortened by a CV.
Oh, you just need to build a better one.
Yeah, I need a different one. But so if I was able to do that, I would be able to make meowing noises with the synthesizer.
Your clouds, not all the lights are on.
All of them work.
Yeah, but there should be lights on when it's...
Yeah, something is not right with clouds. Clouds doesn't work. I don't... Okay, you just prove it to yourself then.
It's not... Well, it's not that I didn't believe you. It's that I wanted to see like what was actually going on.
I think it's the thing that makes the audio that's dead.
Okay, well, what did I do here? Right.
The filter is so filthy. Oh, there's YouTube chat. All right, sweet. So we got YouTube chat. Everybody's up, so we're ready to go.
No. You need more longer cables.
I need more long cables. There are some in the other room.
I have a couple that I brought.
There's some in the other room. I've got more long cables.
That's fine. I'm just saying. I have some too.
Yeah, so Julian's just noodling around right now before we start. We'll get started in just a minute here. I've got some circuit repair stuff to do. Now that does a lot of stuff. So you could probably have that as another envelope.
What?
The basics.
But yeah, no, I know. I have one.
Oh, okay. You have one.
Yeah.
This is like an extended basics that gives you a CV.
Yeah,
inputs.
it has a little bit of extra stuff, which is cool.
Bothering Julian beeps and boops. Julian did not bring his setup. He's just looking at mine, and he's gonna teach me some stuff about how to use it if we have time. That's the big one, is if we have time. I've got a couple little repairs to do, but he's noodling over there. But
you're gonna do one easy repair, easy-ish repair.
Easy peasy.
I'd probably make it harder for you.
That's fine.
Then you're gonna just give it a once-over. If you have these LEDs specifically, and you want
the flat tops, I do not have.
Okay, then nope, never mind. Then I don't care enough.
Are they too short or something?
Two of them are too short, but it's not bad enough. It's fine. And I already just snipped them. And then you'll give it a once-over to make sure I didn't fuck anything up. But this is what we're doing today, man.
Okay? All right.
And
we already did. So I just did a stream where it was just doing the patches.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Except now you're gonna.
Now I got an expert with me.
Well, okay. Let's not. That's being kind.
I used the wrong pronoun and called Julian an expert, so now he hates me. we don't use that kind of language
a delay,
here.
An effect.
Yeah. See, there's some stuff. So like a delay. If I could build one, I don't know. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that one. Sorry. Yeah, an effect, a delay. I've got right here. I've got the nonlinear circuits. What is this called again? LPG.
Oh, LPGs are great.
Yes. I have to make my own Vactrol for it.
Yeah, that's not a.
This is just so I bought those in response.
It's not really an effect. It's more of an amp, like an amp.
Okay. This is in response to you saying I needed more filters. I jumped on modular.
No. So an LPG is like a VCA and a filter all in once.
I see.
Where it mimics the way that sound decays naturally. So what happened? Oh, you got a Steve's MS-22?
I got a Steve's MS-22.
Wait, why didn't you? I want one. I want
Is she a
one.
beaut?
Can you build me one too?
I could maybe do that if you want to. If you want to order this,
Yeah,
get this to me.
Show me. Send me the link.
Modular Addicts.
Oh, Modular Addicts.
It's
All right,
the
pull it up.
site that's run on a pocket calculator.
Anyways, so what an LPG does is when you ping it with CV with a gate, right, with a trigger, it opens up the Vactral, lets the audio through, and then as the Vactral closes, it filters the high harmonic content before the low harmonic content.
I had the schematic open a minute ago, but yeah, that makes sense.
Basically, it's like, if it's like a boo, right?
Yeah.
The boo, like, I can't do it with my mouth, like,
okay.
You know, but imagine the way that like a high pitch, like a drum rings out, where you hear that initial snap, and then it's as if a filter closes on the tail, right? So that's basically what an LPG does. They're good for making bongo sounds.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Did it come with the front panel too? Mm-hmm. That's $40?
Yes, $40.
Are you going to order other things from Modular anytime soon?
I'll have to think about it, but I can, yeah, because I think I do need,
you do,
some of the stuff that you're suggesting.
If
Maybe let's keep
will,
track of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make a list.
Because if I can order like 3 boards or 4 boards, it'll be worth it. But yeah, I can build. I can build 2 in succession.
You know what I have? Guess what I have?
What have you?
I have a delay.
You have a delay on you?
I do. Well, because I put it in this case that has that guy in it.
Yeah.
And I have an LPG.
What the?
So we can.
All right.
And it's passive. The
Wow.
MS Toms is not a LPG though.
Okay.
That's a filter, right?
He has
That's
a
the
chair,
MS-20,
too.
isn't it?
Yes. He didn't bring the chair with him. What is what?
That Tom's thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the filter, right?
Dual VCF.
Yes, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not an LPG.
No.
Okay, you have an LPG as well.
What is an LPG?
I thought you were just saying you have.
Oh
an
yeah,
LPG.
that's this. I haven't built it yet.
Yes, right. So is your LPG powered or passive?
This is powered.
Oh.
This is because it has to have light.
No.
Oh, right. I know what you mean.
Mine aren't powered. I have no powered ones, but I've always wanted a powered one. Can you show me what that one is?
Yeah.
Where did you get the board?
Non-linears again from Modular Addicts. That's where most of my stuff is.
How about if you just start adding things to a cart?
Yeah, well, I'll open up different windows for it. Hold on one sec, guys.
Oh, this is beautiful.
We're getting we're getting our shit together, chat. Non-linear LPG.
So what if?
It's so funny because I'll come up with a module that I buy, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that's cool. That might be good. And then Julian's like, wait a minute, that's the best thing ever.
Like, I want one of those.
I know. Why didn't you get 2? And then I'll get another one, and he'll be like, never buy that module.
Wait, now I need to go here.
That was the one guy who went insane and posted a bunch of racist stuff on their website. They're like, if you try to do anything modular through Amazon, you end up with this guy's stuff, and you just don't want to. You don't want to buy that. It's like, nah, I don't think I want to support that. But yeah, that was apparently my power supply rail. Luckily, I can't unbuy it, but. Wait, that's the wrong one. I guess that's a different version of it.
Why isn't this working?
Envelope follower, nonlinear. This module is fairly straightforward. This isn't the one that I was looking at. I don't know if you probably want the exact one, but...
No, I just want to see what it was, but don't worry about it. What I'm trying to figure out is why this isn't working. Do I have it plugged in backwards? That would make sense.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
It shouldn't even be
Yeah, that's basically what's going on. Boop,
plugged
beep.
in backwards.
Modular Addicts is where I bought most of the PCBs, and the thing about Modular Addicts is they have a great selection of modular synthesizer, Eurorack, etc. Wonderful store, but
the website
appears to run on a pocket calculator, some kind of a TI 98.
It is unbelievable how slow it is.
So where is the one that I ordered? Is this one with the big grid in the middle? Why did it open up? What? Why did... What? Where is the thing that I ordered? I just searched for it. Why did you do this? You son of a bitch. Oh, I just want to find the non-linear LPG.
Don't worry about it, man. We'll look for it later.
No, I got it right here. It's just this website is... This website.
And it's not like... Yeah, it's like if you wanted to log into your account to look at it in the cart even, you'd be like...
Out an hour of your day. It'd go beep beep boop. It do indeed. All right. Let me get stream start soon out of here. Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing starting the stream and not starting the stream. Picked up my Syntonite video encoder and decoder from Modular Attic to avoid shipping from France. Oh, wow. Yeah, the video stuff sounds really cool. I don't... You know, Speedy Cat was buying a whole bunch of the video modular stuff. It sounds fascinating. It's a green doodad. Yeah, that's the alternative to free wires in space, because you can find all the schematics for these guys all over the place, right? This one I'm gonna make special because I'm gonna make my own vac troll, which will be an orange LED going into 2 photoresistors. Photoresistors are like the, you know, Billy's first electronics component.
You can't get real Vactrols no more.
I hate these things. Really? The ones that have the little shroud over them?
Cadmium. No, like the actual Vactrols. Oh. So you're talking about the LDRs, right?
Yes, yeah.
So LDRs are what people have been using now to make
and they're
Vactrols, but they're not real Vactrols. Real
I
Vactrols are the ones that have cadmium in them, and like, yeah, it's a whole thing.
I wonder why nobody's making precisely that.
This doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to my synthesizer. What is that? Who's dancing? Who's that dancing? Oh, VTuber and shaking what she's got. Whoop 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 whoop. Boop whoop whoop whoop.
No.
No, wait. The little change it up thing was very funny because I would end up that filter would get real dirty with a CV and suddenly go pew, and I was like, ah. Vactech was a British company, so I think the cadmium got banned by Rojas. Huh.
My delay's not working.
Are you sure it's just not working with my system?
There's no reason.
Beep, 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 beep. Julian happened to have a delay module on him at the time, so he's like incorporating it into the system. We'll get a better view of this a little later on. We should probably do the repair right now. Jules?
Yeah. Fine.
I want to get started. I want to actually like do this stuff because you're gonna turn into a pumpkin, as you normally are wont to do. So, all right.
You're a pumpkin.
I know, pumpkin. I know, pumpkin. Hi, everybody. Julian is here. Wait, there's the one. Julian's here. We're gonna do the usual and fix up something that is a little bit wrong and a little bit hard for him to do at home without damaging things. Removing potentiometers is tough. It is still something that I'm working on. You're probably gonna make some weird noises if you rub up against me a little too much there, bud, because you're wearing a mic. I like getting Julian on the show because he knows to be high energy and all that stuff when on camera. It's an important broadcasting thing because I had some other friends on and they were the most boring people. They were talking about like financial stuff.
Hey, man, listen,
I had to turn to them and be like, shut up, get out.
My 401.
No, don't even say that. I'm instantly sleeping when you say that. We got to repair his module, so he's got to actually tell me what's going on here so I can do my thing, and then he's going to noodle around with my setup.
So this...
Krokong!
This knob right here, okay, the FM one with the little dot on it.
Yeah.
This guy is supposed to be this one that is the center detent.
These two.
Yes, and just need to be switched.
Okay.
But, and I may have made your life more miserable.
Hold on.
Of course.
So...
This guy. And the center detent.
Center detent. Yeah. I'm just doing that in case I forget.
No, that's totally fine.
Okay.
And then, so the noise output, which is this one, isn't putting anything out. Okay. And I don't think this whole section is working right. When I plug it in, when we plug it in, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
But
let me do the knobs, and then
I can't imagine those.
I'll bring you back, and we'll do that.
And then the rest of it, like, I feel like I did a pretty good job.
What was a crackling noise?
It was the switch.
Okay. All right.
I feel like I soldered pretty well for the most part.
I'll look at it on the microscope.
And maybe
see.
my jumpers. Yeah, my microscopes. The only reason that's on there is because I just when you take it off, just be kind to how ugly it is. Just pull.
Okay.
Just pull. And if you want to replace it, you're welcome to. But
okay, we'll see.
Basically, I only had shrouded ones, and they wouldn't fit because of the resistors that were there.
I mean, that's okay. This looks fine.
It worked. Yeah, I mean, it turns on and it works fine. But now I don't know why this isn't working.
It's beautiful in its own way. Yeah. Why does this look like a keyboard PCB? This is like a one-stop shop for all of your modular synthesizing in one.
Sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah. I did not research
Krakong.
it. I didn't research it as well as I should have. It might be a more like standalone experimental thing.
I'm getting grief from Julian for having a shiny module.
Well, yes, but obviously, no, don't get me wrong. That is also shiny, but to be fair, it's not silver.
Yeah, all right. It's gold. So this does a lot of stuff, is what it is, but it's also a Eurorack module. Somehow this still counts as a module, not a whole system. It does look neat. It does indeed look like it is a very complicated thing that does a lot, and it has an appropriate amount of LEDs on it. But what we need to do is swap some of these knobs for other knobs. So what I'm going to do is, I guess, just the first and basic way to remove a knob, which is to suck the solder out of it and hope that it goes with.
Yeah, I don't know why my delay is working. Maybe not working. Maybe it's broken.
Huh.
Maybe I broke it again.
That's not a bother voice. That's Julian. Julian is here.
Hi.
There he is. Look at him. It's crazy.
How are you?
So we're doing the usual, which is actually this time Julian didn't blow anything up, which is nice. But we're taking some stuff and swapping it and doing all that. So let's get a big iron on this thing. I need to actually order a bunch of these iron tips, but we'll use the big guy. Not
Where
the
did you say
super
those
different
long
one.
cables were as well?
Around the corner, there's an open box next to the saw, next to the chop saw, and it has a whole bunch of cables and stuff in it for modular. It's basically the other side of the window right there. All right, so you guys can probably very faintly hear beeps and boops in the background, but are you in a shed, a garage, or a basement? We're in a basement. We are in a basement. And it is very cold in this basement because all of the cool air from the house settles down here, and this room is insulated pretty well, so. I know you guys mentioned the name, but...
And none of those
Oh, you've never seen
M303s
Julian?
work, right?
What's that?
None of those M303s work?
No, neither of them work, and they're both broken in exactly the same way, and I still can't figure it out. Two bros sitting in a basement 6 feet apart. So Julian is on summer break right now, and he does a lot of music and synthesizer, and I've known him for 20 million years. If you want to check out his music, there's a ! Julian, and it'll take you to the Zelikovich links so you can see some of the stuff that he works on.
Thank you.
I got to do the intro, and of course Will is barking at something while we're doing this. He's making some bops. It's getting filtered through the microphones here, so I don't know what you guys are hearing. Yeah, there's a picture of Willow. She's barking her head off right now. So we gotta swap two of these things. So let's get to that. I gotta figure out which ones I'm swapping. Let me move the module tester. We're gonna need that later. Later. I don't know. He's basically seeing what I've got going on, and he'll make some suggestions to things that I should probably get in order to flesh out the rest of my flesh. The rest of my modular synthesizer. This is This is the center detent one that we need to remove. All right, everybody's
your
a
knob's
critic.
backwards on your ornament and crime.
What do you mean backwards?
Well, when I go left, I should be going up. And when I go right, I should be going down.
You have it flipped but not flipped, right?
Mine works good now. I got mine all squared away.
I have not done that with mine.
You have not.
Here, let's get an image of Julian in here, what he's doing on on his little...
I don't have anything you mean on your little.
Just so they know why there's weird noises going on in the background. Look at these guys. They look really nicely soldered in there. This is a weird... Hold on, we need a little brighter. A little brighter, a little bit more in focus, more energy. Faster, more energy. All right. It's the Music Man, yeah. The unfortunate thing is that when you do modular synthesizer stuff, you do not notice how repetitious you're being. He's doing a pretty good job of not being like that right now, but at some point he'll walk away from it and we'll get the same noises over and over again. What's up, Haystack? Yeah, so this is my fate as a purveyor of soldering skill.
Am I doing the right one here?
That's not desoldering. I don't like that at all. Let's try the other one. The resonance filter will blow your face off.
Yeah, duh.
And it won't even apologize. So really what I should be doing is rocking these a little bit as I do that. Maybe he can get the MIDI control working.
Why can't...
The MIDI control is crazy. I don't know what was going on with that when we were doing it the other day. My synthesizer appears to be adept at frustrating people.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to... You're... Oh, that's how I do it, I guess, right? How do I choose the...
I'm gonna wait for that to flow over a little bit more. And then, shoomp. Pretty clean.
There we go.
That's pretty clean. I think I still see... Let's see if we can still... Yeah, there's still too much on there. Whoa, big booger. Booger off. Then everything changes. Yeah, the MIDI controller, I don't know what was going on with that. And I think it might have been the oxygen. Everybody has an oxygen, apparently. The keyboard over there, Julian?
I used to have one.
You used to have one,
but
yeah.
That's a newer version.
You can get better MIDI keyboards. I just wasn't...
Oh, that thing is...
I didn't understand that you don't need the 1980s MIDI plug anymore. Nuh-uh, no oxygen. No. Yeah, that one, you see it everywhere, but I bought that on eBay just thinking it was like the best option for cheap, because those, for some reason, the ones on Amazon get real expensive real fast. That one is connected to ground, and so I'm having a lot of trouble with it. I'm gonna see if I can get these to loosen up a little bit with a pin tool. Video inception. There's a lot of video stuff going on. Just keep in mind, mine is the fleshy pigskin, and his is the one with tattoos. It's like there's a whole lot of hands on camera right now. Welcome to my hand stream. Anyone big fans of hands out there? You guys get all your hand footage all in one. If I heat this up and pull it to the side a little bit, maybe I can break it. Nope, free. Not break it. Break it free.
Oh, right, because I'm an idiot.
I didn't say nothing. Whoa. I don't know if that's really going to do it. I might have to rock it out of... Let's just see if it moves at all. Lucky for us, there's no pads on the... Well, there are pads on the top.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have soldered it so solidly, huh?
That's all right. That's how you got to do it. All right, I guess what I'm going to do is put a little bit of pressure on the backside and see if I can...
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on the backside.
Put some pressure on the back there. It's the streamer man who's the idiot. Yeah. Let's get a little flux on that. What I don't want to do is lift any of these pads. That's the important part. And so I have yet to get like a good technique to do this, but I do have techniques. So we're just going to be kind of careful here as we proceed.
You know what you need, as silly as it sounds? You need yourself a little oscilloscope up in here. You know what though? There is one built into Ornament and Crown.
Yeah, there is one in Ornament. I do have the $30 Amazon oscilloscope that I should build up as a module. I'm thinking maybe I just want to put solder in this whole thing and remove it that way, just all at once. Because I really, the thing I fear the most is pulling the pad off of the other side. I mean, I've also got the little electronic solder sucker, but how's it going, everybody? Yeah, we're just doing kind of like a weird stream here. Who is that? Who's this bald fellow that you've linked in? That's not Joey. Delicious James. Why would you call yourself Delicious? Why would you make that screen name? Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Here, we need to, get a little brighter here. Yeah, there we go. This is a huge circuit board. You guys can't really see the hand cam over here, but removing potentiometers has always been kind of an annoying thing. Is this the PCB you were working on the other night? No. No.
Oh, it's the one I was.
That's what Julian was working on, but they're not talking to you. I don't think they know who you are. All right, we got lots of flux on that. See, the problem is when you use the solder sucker on these things, if you don't rock the pin back and forth, there's a little bit of surface tension from the piece of the pin that's touching the edges of the hole. You see that, how that filled in suddenly and I didn't even add any solder to it? So I'm gonna resolder these and we're just gonna try to piece out the whole thing all at once. The ground pin is going to be my biggest contention here. Actually, you know what? With refreshed, maybe we'll do a little better on that. Okay, let me see, because I got those pins to rock just a little bit to kind of break open that surface tension. And I've had these come out clean before. You just need to do, yes, see, look at that. It's so close, but it's still got little bits attached over there. I have weird emotes too. And once again, it's the anime girl waving her titties around.
Oh shit, my microphone fell off and nobody complained.
Nobody complained when they couldn't hear Julian. What's the takeaway?
Sorry about this noise, guys. I'm really sorry. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Do you just mean your normal voice? Can you guys hear Julian? Okay?
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay.
I don't know what to do about the removing of potentiometers. Maybe I need to look up like a video. What's up, Gonad? Yeah, so we've got this giant synthesizer PCB here. I need to remove potentiometers. Do you guys know any good methods of removal that I could use on this thing? In the past, I mean, you know, I could hit it with hot air and then just pull the thing off, but I fear all of the surface mount electronics are gonna come with it too. I remember, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good. Boy, oh boy, just the dumbest things become marketing titans. I don't even know what a potentiometer is. Well,
it's the thing that has potential.
Yeah. The potentiometer. Heat all the pins at once, just put a thick copper wire across them to spread the heat. That's an idea. I mean, these will hold on to a lot of heat. If I could get these to be free floating, that would be, you know, useful. Of course, if you look at that British repair guy, who I swear he has to have anger issues because he's always so light and happy. I mean, I love his content, but man, how is he always so nice and happy?
Which one?
I forget what the guy's name.
Look Mom No Computer?
No, not Look Mom No Computer. No. This is one of these repair streams where he's like repairing audio equipment. He's so happy all the time. So if I jump from this one to the other one, I can kind of rock it out a little bit. Just by putting pressure on it with the tweezers below. It'll kind of start removing, but I have to be real careful not to pull on it too hard or it's going to pull out of here. This is a very big board. You guys maybe not, you can only see it over here in the corner. Very, very big PCB.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back.
You know, with hot air, it will just kind of like pull out. Wayne Johnson subscribed with a tier 1 for 74 months. Oh, that's amazing.
Damn.
What is that? LGBT? B as in butt. It's the pride in the cheeks. How's everybody doing? What's up, Wayne Johnson? Thank you for subbing. Oops, we're not on camera. There we go. I got Julian in here, and he's just kind of noodling around with my synth, although when does it stop being noodling, and when is it actually, like, just using it? Because, man, there's a lot of wires coming out of it right now. He's able to get it to make noises that I never even suspected it was able to make. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm inserting the tweezers under the pot, and I'm putting a little bit of oomph into it, pulling it down. But I'm only gonna pull it down when I've got the solder fully flowed over, because I don't want to put pressure on the pad on the other side of the board. This is where most of these things, you know, give up the ghost. Starting to sound a little prog rocky.
Yeah, man, we need like some delays up in here, something.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about this. Getting this thing out. The pot's not dead. We're moving it to another location.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Julian installed it in the wrong spot, which is fine. I think I'm going to use hot air. I'm just going to use hot air. We're going to use super special tools here. Now, you guys should say you are able to do this kind of work on your own without a hot air station. Hot air stations are way cheaper now, so that's helpful. But I'm going to use the tools to my advantage and take this out with hot air. The relaxing flow of solder, yeah. It's just I don't want to stress out any parts of this. So we've got flux all over everybody here, so that should encourage those to melt first. And then when we get it a certain way about things, I think I can just pull it from the other side, or I'll just put a little bit of pressure on it with the tweezers. All right, so let's do that. Let's get started here. What's up, Weird Wrinkle? Flatulent Gonad. I've known Flatulent Gonad for quite some time.
Flatulent Gonad!
And apparently Julian knows him too.
Flatulent Gonad!
Wait, this isn't even on. Hold on. It was Groovy something who found him originally for playing My Summer Car. And then I've known him since. This bothers walls with all the insulation. I think that's how you got my recommendations. Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Flatulent's the only chat member that I recognize. He does awesome stuff. If you guys get a chance to watch his streams, they are crazy and fun. All right, so I'm just gonna try to heat everybody evenly without getting any of that surface mount stuff.
These big knobs are cool looking, but a huge pain to actually use.
Yeah, it's what I got, you know?
No, I know, but I'm telling, look, one of the things that when I started with modular, I was like, yo, let me get all these 2 HP modules. I'd be able to fit so much functionality into all these things, right?
Yeah, but they all use the bad knobs.
But no, it's
and
just
you can't get your fingers in.
Yeah, exactly. It became too difficult to actually play it. So as much as you might like the way those knobs look, or you might like the, you know, the big aesthetic, I've chosen to go with a lot of my knobs when I replace them are these Rogan knobs because they're easy to see in the light and the dark. See?
I see.
So I'll just buy those in bulk sometimes.
I like my little metal knobs.
Oh, that would make my life easier too, wouldn't it?
You're getting bot vibes.
Oh yeah, there we go. Forget that thing then. Oh, I'm not even gonna use that mixer.
We do ban bots here. Oh, this is getting a little warm on my fingies.
That's what she said. Whoa!
Holy shit.
Oh, does your mixer module put it into line level?
It shouldn't.
Really?
It's the Atenu mixer does, the one with the big knobs.
That does put it into line level. Okay.
Yes.
That would be why. I didn't realize.
Come on, bud. Just give me this, please.
I believe in you.
Focusing the heat too much and more flux. All right, so let's do more flux. Let's do more flux. Whew, gotta let my finger cool off a little bit there. It's that ground that I'm most concerned with. I swear I'm flesh and blood. No, you're fine. Far be it from me to bot-vestigate my viewers. This has the special Louis Rossmann 45-degree angle tip. that chat actually put in for. Very expensive, apparently. I would have ripped the pads out about 7 times now. Like, if I did the desoldering thing, if I got the real desoldering gun over here, it probably would have been a lot more successful. I'm trying to be super kind to this thing. Shit. All right. Actually, using that as a preheater, we might be able to... I'm hurting my hand. I'm burning my finger right now, so let's...
Maybe don't burn your finger.
Maybe don't? Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, I'm not getting a good... I mean, the other way to do this is with the desoldering gun, so I might have to do that. Took me a little bit of time before I could sit down and watch. What are we doing? We got Julian in here, and we're doing the usual, which is fixing his synthesizers. So we've got a center detent pot that needs to go and move to a different location. And then I've got the other pot to take out too, so this had better go faster. This needs to go faster than this. I'm gonna tilt it forward. Just put my finger on that down there. Tilt it forward. Yeah, here we go. I got much better feel for it here. Ow, this is very, very warm. So what I can do is tilt it forwards and backwards. So that released the 2 big legs. So if I push here in, these will go up a little bit. See, this ground is going to be the most annoying one, but we preheated the board, so these will hopefully give in a lot easier. Or not. This is very annoying. For some reason, this is not working out for me. What have I done in the past? Yeah, maybe we should just use Chip Quick on these. If I'm trying to be gentle, Chip Quick I think is probably the best bet. So,
what is that? Chip
Quick is an alloy that remains molten at a much lower temperature than typically solder does. It's expensive, but it's good to have a small stock of it, and it's like my emergency surface mount material. Now, when you buy Chip Quick, you got to make sure that you're getting the right stuff. This stuff is REM 4.5, the SMD chip removal alloy. I've ordered the wrong thing before and got a thing of their solder paste in the mail, but all you need is just a little bit of this stuff. It's cold inside my house, but it's 82 degrees outside. Yeah, it's we're going into another heat wave in Pennsylvania, so. Do you remember those little ghosts that would go and they would like flutter around with a little vibration motor? Apparently those are like super rare and people seek them out now. So Chip Quick is going to mix in, and then this thing is just simply going to come out when I pull on it. I had a skull that did that. They're like hard to find. Now, if I use the hot air with this, I guess it would also do it pretty easily. Here, I'm going to go back to this. I'm in Texas. Oh, God. Yeah, strip mall to strip mall is how you navigate that area. My big soldering iron tip is no longer working. It's no longer with us, so. If you guys have videos on how to remove potentiometers, I would love to see them.
There you go.
So I'm not really putting a lot of force into it. I'm just enough to lift it out. That's Chip Quick.
We'll let that play in the background.
That's what Chip Quick does for you. Good stuff.
Oh, wow.
Now, did we mess it up? Let's see. I don't think we did. And this still feels okay. Ow, it's hot. Yeah, it's fine.
Sexy.
All right, I gotta clean out the Chip Quick now.
You are...
Chip Quick is one of those special things.
Incredibly talented. Did you know that?
Talent, that was Chip Quick.
Nah, dude. Come on.
Bro's making Stardew Valley music. You know Stardew Valley?
I know of it. I don't know anything about it.
Actually, I should probably use the braid. Yep. I should use
Technically,
the braid.
Marbles is making Stardew Valley music.
Yeah, that's Marbles. You kind of get a signature sound with Marbles. Okay, so I probably shouldn't use the solder sucker with Chip Quick because it does weird stuff. So I got to use desoldering braid, which will barely lift it off, but it'll get rid of it. This is how you're supposed to use desoldering braid, is by pulling it through while heating it up. Clouds is not working. I fixed the BMC 15, the voltage controlled amplifier. There were a bunch of wrong components and a whole bunch of revisions of the whole circuit. And of course, the creator of BMC did the thing that I cannot stand, which is to put component values on the different like things on the board, instead of giving me like Q7, R7, you know, that kind of stuff. And so when they did revisions, they had to actually like give you a little map of the PCB and where the specific component was that has to be altered in order to make the thing work. But I fixed it. I ended up fixing my my mixer, and my outputs are now normalizing. So if I have mono audio outputting, it'll go to both sides of the stereo. There we go. Mostly clean. That ground one is being a little bit of a joik. And then we'll get some Q-tips on this and get all that flux off of there. That thing's being annoying. There you go. That is Julian. It's a wild Julian. Arr! That's Julian's back. Oh my god. Julian's back. And that's also his back.
I need
He's back, his back.
Triggery.
Do you need a toothbrush?
No.
I got a toothbrush. Do you need insulin? I got insulin. I got insuline. I don't have diet insulin. I've only got the real stuff. All right, so I use Goof Off because I don't let this stuff touch the board for very long. I clean it off almost immediately afterwards, and it breaks down flux really well. You're not supposed to let this stuff stick because it's like orange flavored acetone, and we're gonna get a little loopy off of the fumes here. Yes, I do have an insulin mode. I am in fact a diabetic. Type 1 diabetic. We should have like a secret society of type 1 diabetic streamers. Let me get Buck in on it. Varg Skeletor. Joel from Vine Sauce. I don't know who else. Who else we got? Does it do better than a pure isopropyl? It's faster, but it, you know, right now I've just only spread the stuff out. I'm gonna need a couple wipes on this because you guys told me use more flux, which is just something that I think people say to electronic streamers without understanding what the repercussions of all of that flux is, and it's having to do a session with this desoldering crap, not desoldering, sorry, this goof off stuff and polluting the air in your whole shop. I do not have a Joel emote. I don't have a bald emote either. Actually, I think Joel's about... those guys, are they younger than me? I think they are. I got Vine Sauce suggested to me for like 10 years, and I never listened to them once. And I am good friends with Rob Oz. I'm friends with Rob. You can never say you're great friends with a Swede. But I know through that connection, Joel might know who I am. Probably not. But I've only recently discovered the content. All right, so that's cleaning up all right. I probably want to take a paper towel to it, but that looks pretty good. What about the other side? Yeah, that needs just a little bit. All these miscellaneous noises are brought to you by Julian, who's sitting over there with my synthesizer. My synthesizer! Why is it beating up like that? That's weird. And he's noodling around with it and getting to know it, and then he'll maybe introduce me to it. Rest in peace, spinning fish. Oh, I don't have that one either. There's a lot of emotes that I don't get. I try to like see what the zeitgeist is out there and figure out what people are talking about, but...
Yeah, man, you gotta be hip.
Can you do fireflies?
No.
You can't be a pussy.
Not because I don't want to, but because I don't want to and I don't know how.
Yeah, well, doing...
Although I will say there was that you're talking about the Mount Wolf's. Oh no, that's Fireflies is the one. What's his name? Like fireflies. Yeah, the guy. You know.
I have no idea.
No, Owl City. There we go. Owl City. Yeah, the bird town.
The city of owls. Okay, and then the other one, I could do that. I'd put a mark on it. So it's this one here.
I hope so.
Yeah, there's a little mark right there.
Well, and is it? Let me see the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there?
So I put a little mark on it right there. Sunspots is the reason for anything to happen.
Oh.
Computer audio? I think I muted.
Out of tune.
What's out of tune?
The fan.
Oh, the fan.
Noise.
Yeah, that yeah, if it doesn't spool all the way up. I have it on a PWM thing. This one's gonna be. So this one is okay. That's not the fan that made that noise. This one's gonna be a challenge. It is completely surrounded by stuff. All right, you know. So it's this one here with R137. I'm a fan. I can make that noise.
Fart noises.
All right, so we're gonna do things
up on this computer. Are you able to pull them up over there later?
No.
No. Okay.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but you can still pull stuff up over there. I'll do the boomer job
I was gonna
of
put together a shopping list. I was gonna start looking for things that you need in your kit.
Well, I mean, you can do that over there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know.
Go for it.
I can't do it over here.
I'll transfer the ones from here to there or something like that. No, if I actually make a Firefox account, I could just transfer them. But I have not made an account. I don't like making accounts. Where's the fart synth module? I was actually thinking of doing a module that was something to do with sampling and playing back samples. I have an idea.
There's a bunch of them.
I know everything exists already. I'm not going to be able to make...
I just ran the car into something.
Oh, you don't have to sit in that chair in order to... The sim setup is in the way right now. Oh it's sort of sitting between us here. All right.
But it moves pretty easily.
Yeah, those wheels are good.
This is actually great.
You're just going to smash into everything.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay.
Smash my mic cables.
I'm not going to smash your mic.
God. This is like having a toddler in here.
It is 100% like having a toddler. All I want to do is
that's the thing. Is like everything has already been done. You can't do something unique in modular synthesizers. Anything remotely popular. I mean, in electronics, you're not going to be able to do anything unique because everybody's done everything. I'm going to make an Arduino project that nobody's done before is impossible. That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible if you believe it.
Doing something impossible is impossible by definition.
God, this is the
Who keeps farting? It's disgusting.
You know, Thonk ships.
I have a... Thonk is wonderful to order from in the United States. They ship really well.
I just got stuff from them.
Yeah. All right, that was juicy. If you don't know, if you're wondering why there are weirdo fart noises all the time in here, it's because I made a physical device that is on the Twitch API that farts when you guys do channel point redeems. Now that already exists.
Is the LPG thing, you got the dual LPG?
No, it's the singular, it's the one right here. LPG low pass gate PCB from nonlinear circuits.
No, I know, there's just one here that's
There's a dual one, I know. It's probably more space efficient.
Maybe.
So, the fart noises are actually farting in real life. They're making an actual noise
and
that my lapel microphone is picking up. People have wanted me to make a smell along with it, and I think those people should be institutionalized.
LPG low pass gate. Here we go.
Yep, and it's got the big grid of pins in the middle for the giant switch, which I have extras of. So if you buy that one, where you can turn on and off the low pass part, I don't know if you prefer that or not. I like single purpose, simple circuited modules. I would make my whole setup analog if I had thought of that. But I didn't think about that originally, so. All right, get that nice and toasty all the way through. And we gotta get a good seal.
Toasty. Super duper
so
toasty.
We can remove everything. And then I'm gonna see if...
This website is the worst, I give up.
I know, the website is very frustrating.
And what are you watching here on this thing? What is this?
That's Rob Oz.
What is it?
On Twitch.
What is he doing?
Playing some game.
Why do people watch him play a game? Why do people watch people play games? Why don't the people play the games themselves?
Why don't you play the games? Because they're funnier people than we are.
Yeah, but playing games isn't about being funny.
It is when you're watching somebody do it.
I guess. I mean, what's funny? I'm just an old curmudgeon.
Very bad control over that.
I think if you're going to play games, if you're going to do game things, you should be playing the games.
You should be playing games with my heart.
Quit playing games with my farts. My farts.
I wouldn't if I tried.
Yo, we went to the American Tour Museum over in Oaks.
American Tour Museum?
It is. American Treasure Tour.
Oh.
It is awesome.
Why do you watch sports is the response. Yep, exactly.
Well, why do you watch sports? Yeah, I don't know either.
The drama. So the American
sports is a little different, though, in the sense that not everybody can play or is good at playing sports.
Not everybody can or is good at playing.
Oh, that's stupid.
Newest games, the AAA, that are $90.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, this is gonna vex me right here.
Mad vex, man.
These might be free. These are likely not. This one might be. So let me just wiggle it a little bit and not put too much pressure into it. Because again, we don't want to lift any pads. I've got rivets that go back in that will fix pads, but I don't want to have to use them. So I'm just going to give it a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bounce. No, it's in there fully. I don't even know if these are loose. They seem like they are, though. So I think what I'm going to do is try chip click on the two big pins, and that way we can get the pins out of there first. So there's a couple ways to do it. You can tilt the whole thing forward, and that relies on these 3 pins to just kind of bend, and so you get the big anchors out, and then you can get the rest of the thing out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I figured I would really solder those anchors.
I don't need apologies.
You know, because why wouldn't I solder?
You did a great job.
I know that I did a good job. I'm just saying.
Chip quick likes flux, so we're gonna put a bunch of flux down. Bunch of you flux.
Boogie boogie.
Okay.
So, what is you're gonna build the
favorite color?
VCFs.
I don't know. Wah!
You need to build that Tom's Modular Jam.
Look at that. Chip quick is so awesome.
And then you need another effect.
Oh, the quick suddenly yank. In sort of a twisting, jerking motion. What were you saying?
You need another effect.
Another effect?
Yeah, maybe get like an analog delay.
A delay would be nice.
But an analog one.
An analog?
Yeah, don't get a digital one. Get like another get one of the nonlinear circuits ones.
I mean, most of my synthesizers turning out to become nonlinear, regardless of my preference, because they're crazy. They've got the right philosophy behind them. Is I have to make a module today, and I'm going to do it with the most basic means, and so that means I don't have to buy special stuff. I don't have to program anything, and they just work. TM raid. We got a raid.
That's right. Hi.
What's up? Code Rush is raiding with a party of 6. How's it going, Code Rushers? All 6 years. Welcome. Julian is here. He's off camera right now. He's sitting in the simulator setup at my computer. Oh no, at his own tablet. We're putting together an order of modular addict PCBs for me to build up because I had the audacity to show him this. What is it called again? Steve's MS-22.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna buy an MS-22 right now. I don't need one, but you do need more things.
I do need more things. So anyway, so what we're doing is we are fixing a flub, and it's one of the hardest flubs to fix in synthesizers, which is getting your knobs mixed up. Desoldering knobs is really tough. We found that using a substance called Chip Quick on the big pads works really well to get them out of there. If you don't have Chip Quick, you should probably get some. This stuff is like $30 though. It is very expensive, but it's kind of like a bismuth metal, and it keeps the temperature of the solder's molten state lower so that you can actually remove stuff. If you use it on surface mount devices, you're like, let me just get some flux on there and I'll put some Chip Quick here and a little bit over here, and then it falls off. Like that's how this stuff typically works. It's kind of annoying to clean, but you then remove it with solder braid, and then you'll solder a new component in, and it's kind of amazing stuff. It really makes this a little bit more brainless. If you don't have Chip Quick, getting a potentiometer out is very tough because you've got these big anchor pins, and when you suck the solder from the big anchor pins, there will be a little bit of surface tension right where the metal hits the metal via, and it'll keep that attached. So some people say, wiggle the pins, but like the amount of force that it takes to wiggle the pins can also fold the pin over. So these are very difficult. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by Chip Quick. The stuff is that effective. This is a Kong.
Krokong.
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 This is
by
a
SD Modular. I didn't do a lot of research on it before. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy this.
I'm gonna buy a thing with a ton of knobs.
And then I did, and it's mostly working, but
we got a couple little things that we need to look at here. And my module tester can actually get to the bottom of this in a good way. So let me just clean my work surface here a little bit after Chip Quicking. And then we got to clean up these parts, and then we got to get them in the right spots, and not put them right back in the same way, because that's something that'll happen to me. I've done that before. Ask me again about... Okay, so let's clean up the flux on the board. And once we get this done, we're going to noodle around with my synth.
Yes. Yes, and do me a favor. With your microscopes or whatever, just check over and make sure I didn't screw anything up.
Yeah, some of the...
And then if you see anything that looks like it accidentally exploded... At one point, I might have accidentally plugged it in backwards.
Okay, I'll take a look at the power supply.
But now it turns on. It's just part of it doesn't seem to be working right.
Okay.
And I'll show you what parts after those are. But again, the focus is if you're like, yo, that's obviously broken. We flip that and it's good. Fine. But the focus after those two pots is yours.
Okay.
You've spent way too much time.
It's been like 2 years working on it.
On my at least.
Well, I had to get familiar with synthesizers in general, and
no, it's totally
now
understandable.
I know them like the back of my hand, so that's kind of useful, being able to know the structures and at least introductorily. There's the filter. It's a diode ladder. So now I know the kind of filter you have. It's like a Moog filter, not a Moog. Roland?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Is that a Roland? No.
No, this isn't the Roland uses a diode or uses transistors, but that's a diode ladder right there. That's that type of cutoff. Same thing that the 303 has.
3.0 thrizzle.
Okay, so let's get these pots in.
Pot where?
Pot USA.
Pot?
Presidents of the United States of America. Millions of peaches.
Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free.
Look out! How's it going, Code Rush? Yeah, you guys are here with us just being
and are
boobs.
those the Raiders from the Lost
Code
Ark?
Rush? Yeah, they are indeed. They are they.
Hi.
These are them.
And what is? Do you know this?
Code Rush?
Yes.
Code Rush does coding.
Coding. Oh, like coding, but like
in a rush. I don't know if it's always in a rush.
But not music coding. Not
like music
live
coding.
Gotcha.
I don't think.
Just coding.
Just coding, like as in software.
As in like Pig Latin.
Software streams do really well. Whenever I'm like doing Arduino stuff, I get a lot of viewers.
Arduino.
It's a bar in Italy where the two creators of the microcontroller platform would get together.
Is it really?
Yep, Arduino, and they decided to name their platform after the bar. But they were in the age of what's called the basic stamp, which is kind of a difficult to program microcontroller. It's the language is kind of bad. They said, why can't we just use like stuff we're used to program these things? Let's make it real simple. Let's put all the weird microcontroller stuff under you like you have to work to kind of get at those features, but you don't need to. And so the Arduino became the accessible microcontroller platform to do your art with. And so it was really, really like that in and of itself was enough of a revolution to really get consumer DIY electronics to everybody, so everybody can do them. So the one down here in the corner by the edge of the board does not have a detent.
Correct.
Okay.
The only one that should have a detent is when you're looking at the front panel.
Right in the center.
Yeah, the one that has the dot on it. On the front panel, not on the PCB.
Oh, okay. I was looking on the PCB. Well, this says, oh no, it just says FM all. Okay.
Yes.
Dot.
FM. What's the one? The FM.
Visual Asmer soldering stream.
The one at the top. The one at the top.
Solder and chill with bother.
Solder and chill.
Visual Asmer. I will give you the tingles by soldering things. There is a category called visual asthma, and I don't know what that would be. I mean, I guess maybe if I one day if I get all those modular video things, I could do like a trip out video toaster kind of thing, and we could have visual asthma.
Video toasters?
Video toaster was the old way of live editing things, and they had all of these like effects and stuff that you could do to make, like, it was like early 90s stuff. And the creator of it is actually a carbon copy of Garth, as in Wayne's World.
Oh, that's
Wayne
pretty
and
funny.
Garth. And there was a particular wipe. One of the ladies that worked at the place, and by wipe, I mean you wipe from one video source to the next, right? And so a couple of the wipes were called Kiki wipes. And the Kiki wipe featured this model who would, like, you know, push the video over or do stuff like that. You can find Kiki wipes all over early shitty media, right?
Okay.
Kiki plays in a band called Warp 11.
Okay.
Which is a band from California that does comedy Star Trek like stuff. They do funny songs, mostly sex jokes. I met and became friends with Kiki at a festival that you were at, playing with Lauren.
Which festival?
You and Lauren showed up as Radioactive Sandwich.
Yeah.
And you played after a naked aerobics in a tent.
Where?
To about five people. It was PEX Fest, yep.
Yes.
And so that was the festival where I met Kiki of the famous Kiki wipe.
Like
which is
the
pretty
actual
cool.
Kiki.
Like, I went home from that festival and Red Letter Media did a whole thing and explained what all that was. And I was like, wait a sec.
And Kiki's a real human being.
I know who that is. Yep, and she's a real human being. A real human being. No, she was really nice. She was very, very cool. And we hung out for a little bit. It was fun. Good times. I met the whole band and everything.
That's pretty funny.
But that was just PEX Fest. They were just hanging out. And, you know, I was working staff there, so. Wipe, I sure hope you do. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you stand where he stood? Wipe where he... I don't know, man. All right, we're almost there. I just got to clean this one off and get it back in, and then we'll throw this thing up on the tester after I look at the power supply. So you got to get the old solder off of the old pot. You got to get the chip quick off of it, or else it's not really going to solder all that well.
Oh, really?
Which means just wiping it on either side with desoldering braid. That gets sort of most of the alloy off of it. Okay, that's going to be way too hot. I know, it's just beep boop beep bop 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 bop. That's what we're hearing in the background. You guys,
it's
with
quiet
any
enough that it won't drive them crazy.
Yeah, if there's a merciful God, you guys are not hearing what we're hearing right now.
Hey, be kind.
I like being mean about that.
You're a dick. What was I gonna say?
As I look, I'm doing this from far away, it's just so it's on camera.
So far away. We should
do dinner.
Start a band.
Oh.
And it will be all the fart noises.
All the fart noises. Synthofarts. Like Synthahol in Star Trek. They have that now. They have this simulated alcohol that burns like alcohol, but is non-alcoholic. I wonder if that's what the Star Trek guys are always drinking.
Stupid.
It seems miserable. This is just like vodka.
That is absolutely stupid.
Oh, there's still a lot of solder on this. What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
You're supposed to know what you're doing.
Why,
man.
though? What's the point? It's so you can go out drinking with your friends. Cause you're
I tried non-alcoholic
20-something.
Tequila once.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst things I've ever had.
Well, apparently they've dialed it in a little bit more.
And the guy was like, yeah, it's really made more for mixing than anything else. And
yeah,
I get that.
Yep, some of those drinks are tasty.
But also, like, I just want, like, a nice tequila. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because you enjoy tequila.
Well, tequila's good.
But, you know, some people know if they start, they can't stop. And that, what is it, the canned water is another one of those things.
Liquid death thing.
Liquid death, where it looks like you have a craft beer. Now everybody knows what liquid death looks like, though, so it doesn't fly under the radar as much as it used to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's necessary. I just think it's so silly. It's like, I don't want it to look like I'm not getting thrashed with my friends.
And that's, you know what? If it keeps you from falling back into alcoholism, just being able to, like, hold a drink that looks like a drink with your buddies. And, you know, when you don't drink...
You know what?
People take that as a personal offense.
You drink ginger ale like Bruce
Or you
Wayne.
drink ginger ale, yeah.
Okay?
Because
it's
people,
champagne.
But when you don't drink and you go out with friends, they
You're
go,
just
why?
known as the guy who's always
Why
drinking
don't you
champagne.
Drink? Why?
Not anymore, though.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, not anymore. People are a lot nicer about it because people had that conversation where they went, why don't you drink? And they went, well, because I'm an alcoholic. And you go, oh, I really shouldn't have brought that up, huh? So it's like, you know, people used to, you know, back in our day in the early 2000s, they would get, like, offended.
Yes.
You are
not wrong, but still.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But everybody knows now, kids are a lot better at that shit.
It is annoying.
Center detenter. We are now detenting. God, it smells like a little bit of solder and a little bit of flux in here.
Maybe you should get a filter fan thing.
No, I like that smell a lot. I have a big floor fan on my back. That's my excuse.
Big floor fan on your nuts.
Smells like solder rework all up in here.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
It does not smell like sex. I'm not doing that down here in the creepy basement.
We're not having sex in the basement.
No, not in the creepy basement. All right. Tools away.
Tools away.
Worst superhero ever.
What, the Tool Man?
There's a tool emergency.
How dare you make fun of the Tool Man?
I really want James Gunn to do something with Condiment King and Big Wheel.
Did anybody on the stream see Supergirl?
And you guys see Supergirl? Apparently it's got a lot of crazy... Because the internet, the thing to do on the internet now is just to hate everything.
No, so here's the thing, man.
You just hate everything.
It was a solid 6 out of 10.
And when they see girl, they go red in the face and they go, ew!
It wasn't terrible, but it definitely...
I'll eventually see it. I'm just not going to see it in theaters or anything.
If they had kept the visual aesthetic of the comic, the psychedelic, colorful nature.
Oh, is it psychedelic?
It would have been better if they had not made the villain look like just a generic, like...
I need wires.
Villain. It would have been better if Jason Momoa wasn't in it. And it would have been better if the big song climax music didn't suck.
How else are you able to upgrade to cyborg parts? You get type 1 diabetes. Actually, you know what? A lot of people are just buying glucometers, the constant glucose monitors, and just using them.
For what?
To keep track of their health, to biohack themselves.
People are stupid.
Yep.
What are we doing now?
Hold on, I'm rebiasing you.
Rebiasing me? What do you mean?
I'm just giving a different spread to the notes that are playing over there, so it doesn't drive me crazy.
Oh yeah, no, we can even here we can.
Well, no, we're ready to test this.
I was gonna say we could modulate that too. Yo, your wheel keeps spinning.
There's nothing attached to it on the other end. I need to figure out what the motor mount is, but that's a real Mercedes wheel. I'm hacking real car parts in order to. I'm gonna replace your header here. I think I can loan you a slightly better header. Some of these are bent in a weird way.
Yeah. No, and you see my jumper headers are not the best because
I'll not touch the jumper headers.
You don't need to, as long as they're not like there's nothing crossed that's messing me up. You just, you know.
Yeah,
let me go play with that a little bit more now. You really need a delay or something.
I know.
God, what's wrong with your clouds, man? God.
Clouds would be nice. Clouds is currently somehow just not doing what it should do. Here, let's flip this. This is just a lot of plugs, isn't it? Hey, what's up, John? Julian, 215 Big John is John.
Wait,
who's robot?
Big John? Big John?
Yeah, Big John. That's why
Big John, Big John.
Yeah, it's a Big John. It's Big John. It's his big. Yeah, it's Big John.
Hi, Big John. Oh my God.
You don't have to talk to him like he's a dog.
Oh, hi. Sorry. Actually, we're old now. We probably can't hear something that high pitched anymore.
We're all about the same age.
Well, hot dog, bro. Good to see you.
Been a while. Hope you're well, is what he says. That's
too, my friend.
Robot lawnmower in the other room that we're going to work on Thursday. We're going to work on that. And I have a feeling that just replacing the 40 amp motor controller is going to be the way to do things.
All right, I'm going to take apart this entire thing.
But I'm just going to poke at it, make sure that all the digital stuff is happening and that the power supplies are good. And then I think we're going to make an adapter board for it. That should be fun. We're going to be working on that next. It's not all synthesizers all the time on this channel. It's just we've kind of come to the culmination of 2 or 3 years of me concentrating on synthesizer building. I have an idea. You lit up my idea light by saying that for AI development. Well, that's cool. You can keep that to yourself. How about we stop trying to make AI smarter and we work on understanding how our own brain works? That's an entire discipline of AI is the neural science AI, which is, I think, the cooler stuff is trying to figure out why our meat can think. Why does our electric meat think about a bear? It doesn't. Yeah.
None of us think.
I want to focus on the discipline of making AI dumber. Oh, so these 6 middle pins are ground, and so I'm going to have a little bit of trouble soldering them. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to upgrade our tip to the high power one. The only high power one that I have that works, this one unfortunately bit the big weenie in the sky. This would have been the tip that I would have liked to use because it can pump a whole lot of heat into something. I'm going to order another one of these, and I'll get some new other tips. I have to order them directly from Pace, which means they're about $30 each.
Where?
Pace, the company that makes my soldering iron. And I gotta go company direct to get them. Don't melt everything. Yeah. These are just.
What can I do to help?
No, I'm good.
Fine.
Getting noise on your mic. Who's we don't know which mic. Is mine crackly? Julian might be turned down a little bit.
Mine's not even.
When I'm touching the soldering irons, that'll also make a little bit of noise. So I don't know.
That's just you being a little bitch.
Why'd you say that to me?
You're right, I'm sorry. That wasn't very kind.
The word of the day is...
kind, bud. Okay. These...
Do we have... When is the next ad break? Oh, 20... There must have been an ad while we were messing around. Sorry, everybody.
Did it, like, get in the way of the stream?
No, I'm going to assign it to a light at some point, but whenever you move what's in your hands, it's possible that this is creating a ground loop. I apologize.
You should.
I can't do much about it, though. That's the problem.
Okay.
I'm going to have to put flux or solder on this in order to... Because these 6 pins here in the middle are all connected to ground. I was lopping the other night. You know, the scam callers from other regions, they're now using AI and not even paying the scammers. You can lock them into saying the same thing for hours, costing them to burn money on a long-distance phone call. I was going to say something, and then every time the letter A is said, say the same word. Oh, so you can do all those AI like poison tricks. That's very fun. That's actually kind of awesome. I gotta just check. Nobody is talking on YouTube. We got a squee, and we got a burps on the YouTube chatters. Sorry, YouTube chatters. I haven't had the thing open. You're on screen though. I got that going at least. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a little bit more solder on these.
Trying to see if maybe there was like a thing on your clouds, but yeah, there's nothing in, nothing out.
I know Julian built this. Kit Boga has a video on it. Man, Boga's so cool. Kit Boga.
What is he?
Well, what Kit Boga does is calls scammers and interacts with them and wastes their time.
Yeah.
And makes a comedy show. He's been doing a dual stream with Milton, and Milton knows who I am through Djibouti Show. But Kit Boga does some great stuff. There was, when I worked at the FBI, there was this great voice hiding module that would disguise your voice, and I always wanted to build one and send it to Kit, because Kit could really use something like this. But yeah, Dorfpunk, I did not build this
Your pulse
Crocon. Really? There's a pulse control that you might be...
Oh man, I'm turning everything.
What's going on with this? I can't get a grip on it.
Yeah, that's good. That's normal.
There we go. The plastic is holding onto it. Julian bought this as a kit and added all the connectors and stuff. And I'm helping him with stuff that is exceedingly difficult to do, which is swapping out potentiometers because one went in the wrong place.
So
I'm just doing his power module because he ran out of headers. It's power header, which is another place of often failure. What the hell is going on with this thing? Damn it. Have you watched Scammer Payback? No, I have not. I have not watched a lot of Kit Boga lately. There was one time I was watching many years ago, and he called this scammer, and this scammer said, "Oh, I'm in the United States. I'm in Pennsylvania." And what are you doing over there, Julian?
Sorry. I'm trying to test the...
Jeez. And the scammer was like, "Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania." And Boga's like, "Oh, I know PA. Yeah. Where from?" And the scammer goes, "Oh, I'm in Berwyn." Ladies and gentlemen, it's known. You guys have figured it out because you can't keep anything from the internet, but that I am located in Berwyn.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he said no. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. La 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 la. And so Boga's like, "Oh, Berwyn, yeah, that's way out in the sticks." I'm like, "Hey."
I mean, he's not wrong.
What the fuck, you two? No, we're not.
It's not.
It's not. We're still in the... I'm in Philadelphia, okay?
Sure.
Philadelphia has a 1,000-mile radius, and I'm in it. Hard to watch sometimes, very cringy. Yeah. Oh, Scammer Payback is overly aggressive. Yeah, the stuff he did, you know, Milton is very good at making characters and stuff like that. And those guys have a lot of viewers. Boy, oh boy, do they have a lot of viewers. I wish I had a lot of viewers. Okay, let's get the solder off of these. And then I can put a new header in. Where the hell are we? This is such a big circuit board. This is crazy. Okay, here we are. protection diodes. I like what I'm seeing. And then we've got our initial capacitors just to do line filtering. Either or. This one looks pretty well attached. All the surface mount soldering was done by a machine. But let's get the solder off of these pads. All right. You just come in here and you just fart. Okay, let's see. Radius or diameter? I don't know. I wonder if I can use braid on this. I think that'll do good, but probably the solder sucker's cheaper. Desoldering braid can be kind of expensive. But yeah, on Thursday we're going to look at Big John's robot vacuum, whose name is Momo. I keep saying vacuum, robot mower. Momo. I've cleaned it off. I got all of the what look like centuries of caked on grass I've removed, so it's nice and clean. And we'll get it in here. I may take the wheels off just so that it's like totally stationary. And I've already taken the mower blade off. And then what we need to do, Momo pays their rent. Howdy there. I do reckon I pay my dues. So what I want to do is assess Momo first, because there's a couple little DIY touches that I want to make sure are correct and not fatal to the power systems. And then I want to power it up and see it trying to communicate with the motor controllers, and then check all the voltages to see that they're safe for us to bring in third-party motor controllers. And Big John was telling me that they apparently designed the motor controller to be very tightly in specifications with the motors, whereas nowadays we can just go pick up a 40 amp motor controller, but these can only tolerate like 2 amps. And so that may be where Momo kind of ran into some issues. OpenPower.de. Yeah, I've got to get to know how Momo is working before I really start picking around at it. Notice how this is not becoming molten. What's going on there? I got the big iron tip, but it appears you can see on the thermal camera, you can see this big radius of heat where it's wicking away. Red is noted on here because these cables have a pin 1 indicator, and that would be the red wire on your Eurorack circuit. So these 2 pins down here have the red stripes, so those are negative, I think that, yeah, negative 12 volts.
Correct.
These are all grounds in the middle, all of them ground, and then these 2 top ones are positive 12. And then we move that into Schottky diodes in order to make sure that if you plug it in backwards, it doesn't blow up the whole synthesizer module. Who stole the Dominator? I don't know. I don't understand the reference, man, and I make so many references on stream. They found out, the viewers, they found out exactly what my birth year was by the references that I made while streaming.
Well, yeah, I mean, how they found your exact birth year? Come on.
Yeah, they did. I don't know how they were so precise.
You were born.
I was born dun, 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 in a convict colony. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I don't think anybody will know what I'm referencing there.
No, isn't that
You can't say it. We're not allowed to say it.
Really?
The name of that album?
Wait.
I'm not. Listen. It's Trent Reznor and Saul Williams.
Oh, yeah.
We're not saying that on camera.
What? No. What am I forgetting?
You're forgetting the title of the...
Yeah.
No.
Yes. I mean, we can say the name of the album on camera. It's the name of the album. It's okay.
It's the name of the album. That's all I'll say. Yeah, but Trent Reznor and Saul Williams, freaking awesome album. I love it. Looks like we're going to have to use desoldering braid, and I don't know how well it's going to do with all these enormous ground planes here. I think maybe I'll get it from the other side. Yeah, we'll get it from the other side, and I'm going to put flux on it. It's going to be filthy nasty. Julian's not hooked up in any way. He's just kind of playing stuff with the crappy speakers. I bought those like basics speakers and there's no weight to the bottom of them. So the big speaker is up top and it's heavy. And so they just fall over. Yeah, greasy flux. I don't like using a lot of flux. It's not something I like doing because it kind of greases up everything. It's makes it sticky, dust sticks to it and stuff. This is where the big iron tip is important because what happened right now is that it stole all the heat from the iron tip, and now the heater, the big heater that's part of this type of tip, has to catch up and be able to make that solder molten. I'm having a lot of trouble with it. My big tip is the one that can do this pretty easily, but you can get in trouble where when that interface is created, it'll suck all of the heat out of your tip and you end up with your soldering iron attached to the thing. Yeah, I always get that stuck in my head whenever I do this. With the big iron on his tip, big iron on his tip. He's riding 6 white horses in the front and down. Ooh. With the big iron on his hip. See, it's not getting in there. It's not getting in because the ground connection is pulling all of my heat away. That one might actually be cooperating. As I kind of preheat the area, I'm able to affect a little bit more heat into the... No, it's not working. Not working out. I gotta get flatter. Flatter to the board. Beep it up? Beep it up, yo. Maybe the solder sucker will do this. I'm gonna add a little bit of this. We'll take them on an individual pin by pin basis. I decided to fix this and now it's like taking all this time.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't need to, man.
I just wanted you to have a proper header on here.
You wanted me to have a proper head.
What is the video? What's it doing? You gotta let me know so if it's appropriate or not. I got a whole Discord for you to put videos into.
You know what you need too is an attenuator.
I have
you sort of have
the attenuator mixer, but it's not.
Well, yeah, but no, but you want something separate that you can.
The Dominator thing? Oh, the Storm Chaser. I know what that is. Yeah, it's that car that's like a cup against the road. It's this crazy thing. We don't need a link. People can look up the Dominator on their own. It's okay.
Yeah, you need to flash a different firmware to your marbles.
Yeah, you are not.
There's a good one.
Oh, is there? What is it?
It's called Trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
Something or other. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
But Truchettes. That's what it is. It's really good. It has some cool alternate modes. It has some ways of.
Okay, how am I gonna do this? I don't want to get the butane iron in here. If it'll make it not sound like marbles, because everything sounds like marbles to me now.
No. What sounds like marbles is just the.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if this tip works.
It sounds like marbles because, it needs modulation. But you can change that.
This thing is supposed to be able to get ahead of the heat with the big heater on the front, the high performance. Whenever I plug this one in, it goes red. My LED goes red. So something's wrong with this. I don't know what. The contacts look okay.
Pain in the butt to I can't figure out how to.
Peaks barely works. I don't know how. I haven't tuned up peaks. I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
How can I do anything to this? It's all completely sealed.
There we go. Okay, now I figure.
Maybe if I poke at the back here.
This Isn't there?
I think there's 3 contacts in here.
Shredder.
Come on, just work. Yeah, it just hates this tip. This one is just dead. I'm gonna have to order another one. This would have been the one that would get us out of the situation that we're in right now. Ah, dead. Where these things aren't like heating or getting completely heated. And so I'm unable to get the solder in the middle. That's the situation that we're in. Oops. Okay, so we have to use this iron, and I have to make this work. No, you don't really want to like poke into the via because that could damage the very thin metal that goes from the top layer to the bottom layer. What I'm doing is adding a bit of solder and just hoping for the best. If I can get this added solder out of there fast enough, then I might be able to remove the whole thing. And actually, after letting it cool off, perhaps the solder will stay concentrated. Not quite. I gotta hold it there for a minute. Now you're going a little prog rock on us. You say the feel the light. Bow. Oh, come on.
I have no idea how this one works.
It's just not like removing anything. You son of a bit. All right, let's try this. I was gonna pull up the manual.
Whenever anybody's like, they post it like, I don't know how to use my thing. And I'm like, did you read
Did you read the manual? Yeah.
Did you read the instructions?
These have good instructions. I'm having trouble with this.
Well, why did you do it then?
I don't know, because it was all janky.
But it worked.
Yeah, well. I'll get it. If anything, I could put chip quick on it. That's an idea.
Yeah, but then you're using your expensive chip quick.
Yeah, it's alright. It's what it's there for. Oh, it's so frustrating. Come on. They've got heat relief on them, so they shouldn't be that bad, but I don't have my giant soldering iron tip to use. I could always get out the butane iron, but I really don't want to do that. Come on, get all your heat in there.
Alright, so let's see here. Add an applet index with a shredder. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
See, these aren't connected to a big ground plane, so they're easy. I was able to get in, get out, do what I needed to do. God, I'm questioning everything. Son of a bitch. Is it that I can't get the heat down in there? That's probably what it is. Yes, it's just not like heating all the way down.
On touch at aux button, shred select highlight, channel octave range. Press
It's shy, it's hiding.
Button.
I'm gonna hold heat there for a long time.
Oh.
There we go. So we gotta hold heat for a long time, and then I gotta remove this just a little bit and let it really suck through. Let it get its suck on. Julian's learning tides before I learned tides.
No, I'm fighting ornament crime.
Oh. Micro, ornament, and crime.
Alright, cool. So we figured out now.
Working on this one. Each one of these is a fight. I don't want to turn up my temperature or anything because that'll lift a pad. If what it basically is the volume of heat that I'm able to put into this. Needs to be greater so that I can heat up everything inside the via before it starts wicking away. Because once you make that interface, once the molten metal gets all over the tip of your soldering iron, then you've got the ability to transfer a lot of heat very quickly. So if you don't have mass in the tip of your iron, it'll transfer all the heat out of the tip of your iron, and then you end up not being able to heat through the via.
Okay, so wait, what if we did...
So I'm holding it here for a while because my tip is too small. It's a common problem. And see, in doing it just like that, it's not actually getting... Okay.
Now, why aren't you moving? Oh, maybe because...
This should hopefully sink down a little bit when it gets through to the middle.
Oh. Weird.
It didn't feel like it would do it anyway.
Weird.
Just not getting in there. All right, I'm gonna try this one and we'll go back to those. This is just getting on my nerves. Sorry, chat. This should go faster than this. Your intrepid streamer does not have the quite the appropriate tools to do this, because he didn't expect this to be such a titan of heat sinking ability. Oh, watch Kitboga video you mentioned, same idea, it took longer. It's funny to hear the AI basically melt. All right, so please work. Son of a bitch. I'm having a lot of trouble today, guys. This is a, oh, did that just resolder that one? It undid what I did to the one below it. Come on, man. Maybe I just need to keep it held down longer. It's like the solder gets into the middle of the via and then it does not come out. I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm together. Oh, an ad started. Okay, so during the ad, I am just gonna hold heat on this stuff and see if it moves at all.
What happens? What's happening during the ad? What do people see?
Advertisements. The people who are subbed will not hear anything, and the people on YouTube don't hear anything. This is just in Twitch. Just in Twitch, the people who are getting ads see their whole screen becomes an advertisement. It's very annoying, and they've been working in stuff that sees your focus, where which tab you have active, to make sure that you're watching the ad. It's evil. Yeah, we're in the middle of an ad. I promised that I wouldn't talk about anything interesting during ads. I'm getting real annoyed at this. I got a minute and 2 minutes rather for the ad. That's pretty dystopian, I know, yeah.
What?
Soon they'll be tracking your eyeballs to make sure you're looking at the ad, yeah. I despise it. It's very annoying. You're making noises that I think I've heard from somewhere before.
I'm using I was playing with the LPG that I have.
I see. Come on, I beg of you. Please.
Oh my God. Why did you do that?
I'll be able to undo it.
No. I'll show you this eventually.
I'm getting real annoyed. Just take a minute here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know the answer to that. Yeah, could they just...
ADSRs and just 2 copies of the same output?
Yes. Non-linear rolls like that. They're just like, I want 2 here just to make it even. Done. You got a pizza ad and you're hungry? Jeez.
Did we get a pizza ad?
We didn't. They did.
There should be a way on Twitch where you can, like...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like the resonance on that, though.
It's made to be dirty.
Yeah, but that's more than just dirty. I mean...
Re-strategizing here.
That's like... That's way beyond better.
Yeah,
Shit, my microphone fell off again. Why is nobody telling me that it sounds like... I'm just dragging this shit around. Why does this keep happening? I'm sorry, guys. That's weird. It keeps coming out of the clip, bruh.
Oh. Yeah, those
it
aren't...
just broke out again.
Those are made for round mics, and these are flat mics.
Okay, well...
Apparently
sorry,
you sound
guys.
fine, according to them.
Well, yeah, but it keeps falling out and
This is the bottom of the board, and it looks like there's domes of solder on the bottom.
Sorry.
Sounds fine, it's just coming through Bother's mic. Well, Julian is supposed to be mic'd up and bricked up. They're all the same thing, right? Mic'd up and bricked up, that's what that means?
What?
Bricked up, it just means you have your mic on, right?
Sure. I don't know. What are you asking me for?
Ah! Why? Do you forsake me? And they're all saying you sounded totally clear, so...
I sound clear?
Yeah.
Well, good.
I'm having a lot of trouble with these 3 pins. I gotta work ambidextrously here.
Ambidextrously?
Oh, I don't know what that supposed to mean. There we go, okay. Okay, so what's been happening is that as I heat it up, the solder's been falling to the lower layer. And so I was able to get that one opened by just going back and forth on the layers. So theoretically, I could desolder these fully now, I think. If I can get in there. Ah! It's probably down to the bottom layer now. So we'll flip it again and do that. Same with that one. Son of a bitch, man. I've never had this much trouble. I know it's a thing that happens to older guys, but I've just never had this much trouble getting it to happen like this. Sorry, this is what passes for content nowadays. I apologize, chat. And now see, I just can't even get heat in there. There it goes. That almost looks open, but it's not. Actually, that one might be. Get a brain virus from Neuro Adblock. Now you're thinking with your ghost, I guess. So I hear the new Ghost in the Shell's pretty good.
I saw an ad for that. I was never
I've always been a big fan.
super familiar with it.
It's very much like the anime, like the manga. Not so much like the early 2000s anime, which I really enjoyed. Standalone complex, but it's a little bit more like the old one. No, not live action. It is animated. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a fit. Is this one open or not? There's a lot of solder crud inside of it. And I have a feeling if I take braid to that one, it's gonna mess me over. We're in the closing stretch for this connector. This one has just been an absolute nightmare. I should get a little drill and just drill it through.
You would be be nice if you had a stereo mixer.
I have a stereo, well, not mixer.
Right, a stereo mixer, because you have a stereo-ish VCA. And a stereo filter, because you have this pan pulse width modulation thing.
Standalone complex is incredibly hard to follow if you're doing subtitles, because there's a lot of real cerebral stuff going on in there. Come on, lend me. Can't wait to see it. I wasn't much of a fan when they came out. Started enjoying them a while ago. Tried to rewatch. Yeah. It seems like it's pretty good. Everybody in the anime channel's been saying it's good. Please. Please work. Please just put the heat in there. I just can't get the heat in because it's wicking away with the big ground plane that this thing is. It's just not, there's just, if I add solder to get a better interface, that might actually have done it. Nope. Son of a bitch. Okay, if I let the solder fall to the bottom, right? Like, see how we cleaned that one? We added a little bit of solder to that one. That's going to be trouble. It's because I'm flattening the iron as much as I can to get a good contact. That has just soldered in. It's just not moving.
Does this feel like it's doing anything?
Suck and blow, suck and blow. Story of my life. Okay, it didn't fall to the bottom. It's in the middle. Okay, we're almost there. We got one more.
I cannot tell.
Nope. All I'm going to be able to do it is adding solder. What are you figuring out?
Your tip ring thing isn't working right, I don't think.
Which one do you have where?
Well, I just have one going into tip and one going into ring so that I could have left and right.
Is that not working?
No.
I just, like, did it up so that
maybe you are.
It's normalizing.
No, maybe it is working. Yeah.
Okay. Defective tip. Yeah, well, we're older. What happens?
Jesus Christ, this microphone keeps coming out.
What?
It just keeps
popping out?
Thing. Yeah, maybe I'll... It's really weird. This has never happened before.
I'll take a look at it later.
I'm gonna, like,
apply some flux to the braid. Yeah, I guess that's where I am. I might do that. Let's try. I'm so frustrated. This should not take this long. Sorry, everybody. Where is my flux? Looking for flux. There it is. This should have been like 9 seconds of work. It's that big iron tip is really important to have. Ugh, come on, please.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, there's some things that don't seem to be...
I mean, it's DIY analog, so...
No, that is working. Scope.
Did you say something in Swedish?
Yes. Swedish these nuts.
Skump. Oh, the skump.
Swedish these nuts.
I am so frustrated. Please. Get the heat in there. Bubbling. Toiling. Lifting the solder out. Come on now. I'm going to give it a lot of time. Motherfucker. Like, I'm getting real mad. This is not how things normally go down for bother.
No, that is working. All right. That's just weird, I guess.
There we go. All right. Whew. Good Lord. Okay, we got that. Now that that's out, I'm going to get all this excess flux off, and then we'll put in a 2-row header if I've got one, or 2 1-row headers, which will be exactly the same. They'll be able to tell. Let me get Q-tips. Annoying noise police. Oh, there you go.
Alright, so let's do this differently then.
Get all that up. Get all this up. Dry it. Dry it. Okay, so we're not going to put a shrouded header on because we can't. There's 2 diodes in the way, so we'll just put a 2-row or 2 1-row header in, and I will use this as a heatsink. That was very annoying. The big problem there was my iron was unable to put enough heat into the via to fully. Oh God, why does my arm hurt when I do that? To fully turn that into molten stuff. Turn it into molten solder all the way through. And before I was getting the molten solder, it would suck all the heat out into the ground plane. And so very frustratingly, I was unable to put enough heat into the joint to make it solder through. It looks like I don't have any 2-row. The only 2-row I have is the ones that I was using on the M303. And I don't want to ruin those yet. I don't want to cut that one because I need it. It's the one that has solder on it already. All right, so we're just going to put two 1-rows in, and it'll be indistinguishable. And that's what this plug here. So we'll do that. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's working right. Certain things are working right because I'm not hearing any differences.
Oh.
But I don't know if that just means, you know, that I just don't know what it's supposed to be doing.
I'm not sure if ChipQuick would have helped. It might have allowed me to just have it be molten all the way through and then pull it out very quickly. That's possible. You know, that's being held in by the little bits of excess solder that are in the vias already. I'm not able to clean them fully, so, but now we can just solder down those pins. It might have been, if I struggled with it any further, I might have gone to using ChipQuick. That may have been the logical conclusion to that whole thing. But now we've got proper headers in here, so I'm going to do an anchor pin. So we'll heat up just that one pin, and I'll press this from behind just to make sure that everybody's flat. And it wasn't. Haha! That would have been very annoying if it was at a weird angle. Okay. We need to put the ad break restriction on Julian. So he has to do a new patch every hour.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I annoying you?
No, it's not about annoyance.
Punch you in the face.
Making you abandon what you're working on and trying something new.
Just like I abandoned the rest of my life.
I think that's a great idea. It would be fun. Is there a pin in there? What's going on? Why did that feel like there's no pin in there? Oh, did that? Uh-oh. I might have pushed out the pin. It did. We gotta flatten that in a bit. We'll just plug it in for now, but apparently those 2 center ones pushed out because there's still solder in there. So what we'll do is we'll heat it up and push the pin through so that it sits flat. I've never had that happen. What, have reset the synthesizer on a channel point redeem? That's an interesting idea. Just when it just gets just too annoying, and then you boop.
All right. Well.
What are you learning?
Well, I just wish you had a stereo mixer, man.
What, is that all I am to you?
Yeah, pretty much. But now I don't know yet.
Okay, so what happened is these two weren't fully cleaned out, so they pushed the pins out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take some kind of a push object here, a handle of something, maybe the tweezers, and I'll push the pin in while heating up the solder so that it evens out with the rest of its buddies. I just need to make sure that I put enough heat into this so it pushes down, and then I need to be careful not to tilt it at all. Go. Do that for the lower one, except that my hands are cramping. Nice and even with its buddies. There we go. Okay, so there's the new header in. Yeah! Oh, later, Carvos. Okay, so we got new power, we got all that stuff in. I'm gonna clean the desk off, and then we're gonna plug this into my module tester so that we can see what it do, or what it don't do. But let me look at the power supply once we clean off this area here before I plug it in so we don't have any surprises. Tools back in the tool locations.
Yo, we got some groovy beats going on over here.
You got something going on. I always hit the spread. Rest of those hands. They're okay. It's the more I move them around, it's a diabetic thing actually, where lactic acid builds up in the muscles. And since I'm doing a lot of stuff with my mitts on this stream, you know, these guys back here start to kind of seize a little bit, and it does like a Charlie horse. But they're not painful Charlie horses. It just means it's hard for me to like unfurl my hand, so I'll have to like move my finger manually just to get the muscle to do its job again. Just one of those things that I gotta live with. Now you're grooving.
You like that?
I gotta learn that 505 better. I'm still learning it. I gotta learn how to sequence with the TR-909, which is essentially what that thing has in it, among other. It's got other ways to do stuff, but I would like to be able to drop all of the other lines, like a bass line and stuff like that. All right, so this, and then they marked red is all the way over there. So we go like this, plug it in, beautiful. Okay. So this is Krakong. Not what Julian's using, right? What Julian's doing something else, but. So I'm gonna plug this into my module tester. Holy crap, do I stink today, Julian? Am I stinky?
Am I supposed to answer that question?
I mean, you can if you want. You don't have to.
Did I just answer your question?
Is it a yes? What is that? What is that?
Let's just say if you were one of my students, I would avoid your walking by your seat.
Oh my god.
Maybe not today, but you know.
Ah. Okay, well, I need to put on more deodorant before something like it's the beginning of a heat wave here, so it's a little hotter than I expected it to be.
It is about to get gnarly.
It's about to get crazy hot out. Oh, I need to look at the power supply first. I mean, all that stuff looked professional. There's nothing you did on this that looks bad.
Patch cables.
Yeah, I've got 3 over here, and I've got the scope.
Yeah, but you're still gonna need more.
Do I really stink? I should.
I mean, you smell a little bit. It's fine.
Smell a little bit. All right. Well.
But like, whatever, dude.
I got deodorant down here. I'll put some on.
I don't care. And it's not like, you know. I'm trying to. We're not getting naked tonight, baby.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so
hold on one sec. Dude, there we go. Scope up on camera.
So what do you want to know now?
Well, we got to test this thing. I mean,
it's upside down.
Okay.
Yeah. That's number 1. And did you make sure the red is going the right way?
Yes.
You positive? Okay. Good.
Red.
Okay. So. And you looked at everything looks normal.
Everything looks fine. I mean, this is very professionally done over
Well,
here.
those were fine. I'm talking about all of my jacks.
Yours look fine. Okay. They look. I didn't see anything. That
I didn't like. I felt pretty good about what I did, except for the one button that I had to tear out right here.
I don't know how you did that.
Honestly, man, I broke the button apart.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah.
I was able to pull out each pin individually.
Yeah.
Okay. So turn it on, and I will show you.
Damn, that's a lot of current. There's a lot of stuff here, so that's why it's...
Yeah. So you can see... So let's turn the clock up. Oh, wait.
Are things working differently now?
Well, see, so like this, I honestly don't totally know yet.
Plug it in, trying to shock us. You almost there.
Yeah, it does work. I did a really good job with that. I put all of the
things in
jacks in first.
Yep, good call.
These guys.
It's so annoying when you have to get to each pin.
But it worked. It was so good. I know that is ridiculous.
That LED is
I need to put something in its way. See, but this one's sunk. Is this a little sunk in?
Okay, we got to look at my crotch because of where I put the scope.
See, that one's a little sunk, and that one's a little sunk in. Like whatever.
So
here's what's supposed to happen.
Hold on. Before center detent.
Yep. Perfect.
And then this one is just normal.
Yeah. So, like, you can see how this is doing this differently, right? Like, this one doesn't, and I don't know. So that lets stuff out. Now, here, wait, pull out the noise. See, you don't get anything out of that.
Yeah, your channel 2 off. Okay.
And I don't know why. But stuff comes out of decay, so go out of this. Like, that works. All of these audio ones work. These guys work when there's things plugged into them properly. It's a weird thing, I think. I'm still trying to figure it out exactly.
Sine wave is here.
If I put this in here and then you plug it out of here... No.
Wait, I wasn't plugged in.
No, hold on. Just oh. Yeah, see, now you're getting an audio signal. And you'll get it here.
That was low on the audio signal.
This is a high pass.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay.
This is the band pass.
It's been mid-high 80 degrees in London. It hit 92 at the end of last month. Don't you have some air conditioning if you're in London?
Like, these are supposed
just like a little bit. It sounds awful over there.
Anything out because that's a trig input.
We're heading into like hundreds of degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, this is CV out. See, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I have to. Here's what I got to do. I have to figure out why this. Because like this is letting something out, but this one's not.
Man, it's nice to have somebody else build the electronics and everything just kind of works.
Oh wait, now it is doing something, but it's not.
You're adding.
But it didn't keep it there.
There it is. Huh. Loop it.
Yeah, see, I don't know why it's not.
Please stay cool and hydrated. You work outdoors. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, but like...
Definitely stay cool and hydrated. I'm not worried about it.
I will figure that out.
Okay.
You've done the thing that I asked you to do.
I did the thing.
Then some. Let's go teach you how to use your modular synthesizer.
Okay,
and we need to plug the audio in, though, so people can hear it, right?
Yeah, we could bring it over here.
You want to bring it over there?
Yeah, okay. Let's bring it over here, and we can plug this into audio. All right, let me get this thing out of the way. We'll keep our scope line. We don't need this. We'll take our power from the thing. We'll only do this for a little bit because Julian does have to head out. You got a little time?
Dude, today...
All right.
Today, we have a job to do today, my friend.
We have a job. That's
okay?
The culmination of years of learning circuits and building them. Let me, I almost evaporated on Friday because going out of work's in a metal shed. Oh my God.
Bro, bring your, let me put this at least somewhat back together real quick.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't fall apart in my bag.
My pits are greasy. I'm going to put on pit grease. Let me get around you here.
Yeah. So
actually, no. Okay. No, I'll do this.
Well, I'm not going to say much about that while we're. Well, no, I mean about your synthesizer until it's on screen.
Until they can see what we're doing.
But
we're just getting ready for the next phase here.
We've been doing this stuff for.
You've been doing the music stuff for a long time.
Oh no, but I'm saying you and I have been doing this repair stuff since. When did you start doing this?
Oh my God, it was.
Was it pre-COVID?
I think it was post-COVID. I don't know if we did a pre-COVID. I think I might have so in the early days of the stream, 2016, I had friends come in and do brewing, like as one of the very first streams, and that was boring because you have to do a 2-hour boil when you brew stuff.
Oh, shit.
So we had to sit there for 2 hours just twiddling our thumbs. Mm-hmm. There may be some mic noises as I try to access my bare armpits. That I was like, never again. I'm not doing that again. We got fresh Old Spice. Then I think a little later on, I got 2 friends in, and they were in the background. They were behind me, and they were talking just the most boring stuff ever. Trying to be Joe Rogan or something, but they didn't come up with like funny stuff. They came up with like just boring. Here, I gotta mute 1 sec. Back on. Okay.
Oh my God, and that is where that rat... Oh wait, are we unmuted? Okay, the rat, yeah, never mind.
So that's where I put that rat.
That's where the rash came from.
No, I had these two guys on and they weren't even like weird. And it's not too spicy for Twitch. I was actually just putting on deodorant, so there'd be a lot of mic brushing noises. It's getting a little warm down here. Probably should close that window, but
it's
that's all good.
Hot in here.
We need air. We need air.
I can't take my clothes off because we get kicked off Twitch.
You destroy my Twitch channel. Yeah, some people have gotten banned for very minor things this week. We don't know what happened to Last Miles. Might have gotten hacked or something. They had some weird title on their channel, and then it went away.
All right, now we should.
All right, how did I have this hooked up before?
How do you? This is gonna sound silly, but would you prefer for me to walk you through this patch right here and like how what I'm doing and why I'm doing things, or do you want to start something from scratch?
We should probably start from scratch.
If that's what you like
I think
to
that's
do,
probably the better idea.
Okay.
So I am going to get all of my hookups over here first. I got the hookup. All right, so let's get stereo into the Focusrite.
I was going to ask you what kind of snacks you have, but then I realized you're diabetic, so they probably suck.
I don't really have these. Hey, no. No. When I do have snacks, they're good, but I don't have any snacks. Because I'm diabetic. So you're racist against diabetics.
Listen, my grandpa was a diabetic. My uncle is a diabetic.
Racist.
I'm not diabetic.
Race something. Jenga bricks? Wait, what? What are you talking about? This is why I have no camera. I can stream nude if I want. Gonad, I do not need that image in my mind.
To be fair...
You're the one that said he had big weird hands.
Who, Gonad?
Yeah.
Look, it's not my fault. Like, look, we all have to be okay with what we've got. I've got tiny hands, okay? We know this. All right?
This is what I got. Love is what I got.
I got these nuts in your mouth.
Okay, headphones just in case. Headphones just in case. Output just in case. We're all hooked up. Should be. Oh, let's even out the channels here. Okay, so this will be ready to go, and we can go into stereo this time because I fixed my stereo splitter. I only wear socks most streams. That's working with electronics and only socks, huh? Oh wait, I got the manly chest hair showing. We're not muted. I had to adjust my shirt. Jeez. The things I do to not gross out my friends. The little mute indicator was something that I just hooked up with Node-RED. Pretty happy with that because it gives me a nice big on-screen. You are not muted, or you are muted. I bought these things recently and we haven't had a chance to actually test them out. I think these will be really cool. I've stashed them all over the place, but it is just basically a knob. But it's not what you think it is. It's a little knob with a little microcontroller underneath it that creates PWM. So I just have this little tiny 12-volt PWM creator that I can hook up with a fan. So one of these I'll have to adapt so I can put like the full 4-pin fan connector on it. But basically it can plug in like a computer fan and just see what it's like, and it's different speeds.
You guys are such fucking nerds, all of you. Like with
they
your weird
think this
hands
is cool.
and your weird. You guys are nerds, man. And I say that with all the love in the world, but holy shit!
Shut up, jock.
Have y'all ever seen me? Yeah, right.
I know.
Have y'all ever seen grass? Okay, we gonna do this or what?
Listen. I go outside all the time. I take my puppy on walks. And she's very cute and happy. All right, yeah, let's get that thing over here. You're a nerd. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I know that. My comic book collection and synthesizers, you know, we are aware of that.
Does smoking it count as touching grass?
I mean,
smoking the grass.
yes.
Just touching the grass.
All right.
I'm gonna count that. We'll get rid of the power scheme. We're not doing the gimmick today. At some point, though, I would love to get Julian in here.
Here.
You know, God rest his soul. If we could someday get Julian in here, we could do the gimmick where every ad break it turns off all the synthesizers, and we have to start again. Hi again. What's up, DGA? The green cable is the output, and then the headphones and the speakers will both play. And we're uncompressed.
We should be. Not yet. Soon.
Well, I haven't turned anybody up, so.
Well, then I have to load it.
Because I hear it a little bit. Ow, my ears?
Oh,
oh, sorry, there must have been a big thud. I'll one day I'll get the compressor back on this.
I don't know why we're not hearing more though.
I mean, I'm hearing it.
No, but I'm not hearing melody. Oh, that's why. Wait.
I'll do the melody. Thermal imaging is just because it's cool. You know, when we solder stuff, it's cool to see the thermal imaging, but...
I'm so confused right now. Why no?
My cat is on my foot.
That's why.
That's what my dog does. She'll cuddle up to my leg, and then my feet and my legs fall asleep.
All right, cool. All right, cool. So
Let's see, what's your audio level? Yeah, you're looking pretty good there.
Okay, so here, unplug this stuff real quick.
What?
Because you said you wanted to start from scratch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so unplug those real quick. Let me go do something over here real quick. Watch, lift your, hold on. You're like my dog.
Lift your leg. Lift your foot. Leash is on there.
that was a good one that I taught the dog. Was how to lift.
Oh, Willow just naturally knows to do that.
They do it yes, naturally, obviously, but you got to teach them because they don't know. They don't understand.
They don't know what you know. Can you bring the extrusion over?
The what?
Extrusion, the rail that props it up.
Yeah.
Because it does to not catch the light.
Put this in there if it will fit.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah, so you do want to fill those with blanks
so
that you don't accidentally drop things in there and short stuff.
Okay. Sneeze into your own synth.
Yeah, right. Let me know when you're ready, buddy.
All right, just to keep this thing, see, it's like sliding. All right.
You ready?
Let's see that this looks good on camera, because we wanna tell everybody what we're doing all the time, because that's what's best for this sort of thing.
No, man. We're gonna teach. We're gonna do some education.
Education.
I'm gonna give you all a free lesson.
Cam's gonna educate you.
And then if you want more, I guess I could do.
This could now turn into a dangerous stream for my wallet if Julian's teaching too well.
Not your wallet. Oh yeah, no. It could turn into
Domania, how did the exam go? Did you blank out and couldn't think of what any of the answers were? That's always happened to me.
All right.
I was terrible at taking tests, man.
You ready?
Yeah, I need you know what? Hold on. I've got,
Can you, what, this Maddox Clouds doesn't work, so that's
fuck off.
But you don't need that. We don't need that.
What, the thermals?
Yeah, because you don't want people, you don't want to block this, or you don't move it. Can you move it?
Well, hold on. I should have a button to turn it off.
You just move it up to the top left, so it's not blocking the filter.
This stopped working. Oh, man, all right. So I got to work on this setup. No, I can turn it off though. That would be on.
That way, because you want people to see everything.
Go into frame thermals. Oh, that's its own thing. Okay, so in this channel, we can get out of studio mode, and I can go to frame thermal. There, that's what that button's supposed to do. Turn chat overlay off. I can do that.
No, that's in the way of the
clouds. That doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. So that wouldn't matter. I just figured.
Oops! I cached them. Cached them. Yeah, they're gone.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So
I have a button that'll cache chat in case something happens.
So
we start what with marbles?
Well, no, we're not gonna start with anything.
We don't start.
Hold on. Just hold on. Slow your roll, buddy.
All right, so if I'm plugging this thing into that...
So,
All right.
As I had to teach my mother when I was teaching her how to use your computer, first things you do is you turn it on.
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right, so you have your VCO, right?
And
which is
actually,
your analog oscillator.
when I turn this on sometimes, crimes and marvels can tend to lock up and not work properly.
That could be because that is, yeah, that's, I don't know.
It's okay. It's
So
solved by
you have
turning
your
it on.
VCO.
Yes.
You have,
Voltage controlled oscillator.
yes, you have an attack, decay, sustain, release envelope generator,
Okay.
which allows.
And I've showed them this
for-
on the oscilloscope
Beautiful.
before.
Okay. So you have your attack is the onset of the sound. The decay is how how quickly the sound fades out. The sustain is where it fades out while the note is being held open, and that's your gate. A trig will always just be a quick pulse that hits it and activates it.
All right.
The gate would be if you wanted to play a sustained note, right? And then the release, is exactly the digital module thing. But you have a pretty big power supply, don't you?
Yes, it's actually a massive power supply.
So, and then the
Way
release
over,
is
way over the top.
once you've let go of the note, how quickly it goes to complete silence.
In fact, it's so big that I'm going to put a plug on the side here that'll plug into the second one of these and power it.
So daisy chain.
Yeah, daisy
Nice.
chain the two.
So then you have a nice 4-input VCA
Voltage controlled
amplifier, which has some volume knobs, and you have your outputs that are cascading normal to the mix out.
These are the ratio on these can at full become 1 to 2. So this will on the 4 of these, those will double.
Those will double the.
This can only single. So if you plug into this,
if you go out of these,
if you go
then you're
out of
getting
that,
double.
you can get double. You'll only get one.
Very nice.
It probably wasn't supposed to be like that, but the parts that I chose from all of the varying instructions went together, and that's what I got.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Then you have your clouds, which isn't working right now.
Yes.
Then you have your 3-channel mixer that goes to line
That's
level,
attenuator.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
A 10U mixer.
But it also goes to. But this output is line level.
All
right?
of them go to line
All
level.
of them are line level.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything coming out of that is line level.
So this is what you might want to be stereo.
I would do
get a stereo one of
what
these.
I would do when I do stereo is just do 2. These would be stereo, and I move them together.
Yes, but then you can't.
I can't.
Third channel.
Yeah, I can't mix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, so Ornament and Crime is like a multi-utility module. Right now, I have it on a sequencer and an LFO.
Okay.
Okay, you have your mult, right? Your passive mult.
That's just
This is passive. Yep.
Yep, passive.
Yep.
Totally
Right.
passive. This is a normalizing stereo output. So these have to be anything here is line level.
Yeah.
So you have tip
These
and
aren't
ring.
line level. This is passive, right?
This is passive.
Yeah.
But
Ring.
if you plug in only tip or if you plug in only ring, it goes to both channels.
Yes, but tip goes to left and ring goes to
Yes.
right, or whichever.
When you have
yes.
2 plugged in.
Then you have your marbles, which is marbleps, and
Pseudo randomization.
tides
and
and
beats
clouds are all
yeah.
based off of mutable instruments.
Those are all
firmware
smarter than
stuff.
we are. They have
They're very
a
cool,
STM32 microcontroller
So
on them.
sequencing, triggering, cool stuff. Then you have your peaks, which is another mutable instrument jam, which has 2 channels that can be envelopes, LFOs, tapped LFOs, and then there's the alternate modes with the cool stuff.
Yes.
This is a modulation source, isn't it?
It's,
How do you plug into that?
Yeah, here. The one with the yellow on it is for channel 1, and that's over here. Yeah.
So when you plug into that,
So
I just want to see.
so brain custard is madness, and here.
Okay.
Hold on. So you've got your. So those are the blends. Hold on, Julian.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's
These. So these bottom 3 are blend. You blend into the blend channel down here. So this I can get rid of all of my. I think something might be a little bit broken, but these are supposed to blend together.
Yeah, so that would
The 3
that
channels.
would be taking.
This is mod. This is alternate mod.
Gotcha.
So
that's cool. So it's a cool modulation source.
So over here is custard, and that's just the overall what the whole module is producing.
Cool.
And then X, Y, and Z. I don't even know either X, Y, and Z. I don't know if they correspond to these.
Well, yeah. So you would have one. This is this guy, I think.
Seems to be you've done something.
Oh no,
yeah.
this guy is doing it too, though.
Those are such cool looking waveforms.
See,
Holy
but this
shit.
one's also making changes to it.
Yeah, that's why X, Y, and Z. This is a neural network, which means it's just
Oh, I bet
madness.
you they're different. It looks like, I don't know, who knows. Anyways, but you have modulation. Then you have a cool little utility this input inverts a signal, gives you only when it's positive, gives you this, and then inverts the negative. This is an input for logic where it's the maximum of the signal and the minimum of the signal. So if you were to plug, so like right now, here, let's make it easy for ourselves. So you have an LFO on that one and an LFO on that one. So right now you have, turn that on. So we have, nope, wrong button. Ugh.
I know, it's a little to get used to.
Okay, so hold on. So let's get us, there we go.
And without labels, it also, the labels for basics, for this Blue Lantern, or whatever it is. Peaks.
There we go, so we have a sine wave.
The labels, each thing does 12 things. So it's like I couldn't.
Okay, and then, so we have a sine wave, and here we have a triangle wave. Good.
Triangle.
So when I go into max here, if I go out, right, we're just getting the top. What did you just do?
Sorry, I'm trying to make it a little more palatable. This is flying by.
It's fine. Oh my god. So that's, and then when we put in the other one, now you're going to get the maximum values.
Yeah, oh, I see. That's cool.
Or the minimum value. Right? So it's basically comparing them and spitting out the max and mins.
It's comparator stuff.
Then you have your noise output, like just a white noise.
Yep.
And you have a sample and hold output that when you trigger,
beep boop beep bop bop bop
just
boop
triggers,
bop bop. Ooh,
and
that's
if you were
filthy.
to put something else into it, it will then just follow that.
It'll then follow whatever you put into it. Yeah.
Okay. So
cool. I was trying to use the trigger and the sample hold to give me different number of sequences on that round thing.
on
so
Euclidean.
That rhythmically I could have it come in, bump 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 bump, then change.
Yes.
But it wasn't I don't know how to get the CV to change the number.
We'll do that.
In crimes and ornamentation.
So let's talk about patching a. What do you want to do? Like your drums and your bass are kind of like, there's nothing you can do. Like you can patch a drum and a bass from the.
Let's talk about dub.
Let's make like
rocker to rocker, raver to raver.
Let's do this.
Tune up the bass.
Let's make an actual melody.
Favor.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
so CEM 3340. Just so you have a reference here, because it does more stuff.
Well, and there were some things that were acting kind of funky.
Yeah. So just so you know, here, wait. Doot, and then let's see, manual. There's like cables everywhere. Yeah, so the CEM 3340 is a chip, but
just if you go to the nonlinear circuits.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's nonlinear.
Page.
Ooh, my computer's a little slow.
That's what she said.
It's like watching an old married couple. We've known each other for a very long time. So basically, yeah. Phase modulated sync and pan pulse output based on the Aries PMS 338 VCO. That's the build guide. I guess the build guide
there is no real manual.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It doesn't really matter.
That's just how nonlinear do, yeah.
Let's just do the basic, like.
Okay, yeah,
let's learn how to use things.
Okay.
Okay, we're not being nerds right now.
We're
being different kinds of
different kind of nerd, yeah.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. All right. The way you labeled it, right? This pulse width modulation one seems to be working oddly. I don't know why. But you have a pulse, which is a square wave, a saw wave, sine wave, triangle, and then these two.
The pan pulse,
when you put them, if you pan them left and right, you will get a stereo signal when you modulate the pan PDM. It'll sound
so
wider.
I need something that'll do that.
That's why you would want a stereo mixer.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, could I take the pan signal and its inverse and put them into channels and then take them over there?
Well, so what I'd done earlier, that's what I'd done. Well, but you can use this, yeah. But you would have to then do what you had said. So you would do this.
You do two channels into there, yeah.
Right, and then you would take
those,
this pulse. Let's turn those down. These knobs.
Yeah, don't blow them up. Sorry if there's a big popping noises.
Right, so there's one side, right?
Ooh, careful with the volume on them. Don't blast them out of it.
And then the pan pulse. Right, and then if you...
But you would want the amplifier in there.
Well, you would, yeah, but right now we're just... But then you could You hear how you're getting the, like, left and right, it's happening in left and right.
Is the module to the right of crime just a replication module?
This?
So this is just to...
A multiple, yes.
Yeah, it's just basically distribution of signals.
Yeah.
And then this one is an amplifier. And what I was saying is we could do 2 channels that are stereo coming from the pulse, which could go into here in order to make its...
But we're not going to worry about
that. Yeah, it's
right now you want to be
a complicated
simplistic.
way around.
Right?
I'm walking around the block.
Okay, so the first thing you would do, right, well, not obviously, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our saw wave, okay?
Yep.
And I would move my filter. I would move this down here and move my filter over here. So, because you want it to be in the
path.
The path.
Yep.
So, hold on. First of all, let's do this.
Yeah, I only just built that filter, so... Oh, that's just so you can get scope.
So people can see what we're doing.
Yep.
So we're going to
bring
put
the scope back. That blocks a significant portion.
And then can you slow that
down?
Here,
let me just move the scope over.
And slow the scope down.
Okay, one sec. Hold on. I might actually be able to grab it.
Yeah, that's fine. Just put it there.
It's kind of tough.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, slow it down.
Yeah, slow it down a lot. More.
Like that?
No, we should be able to... Oh, no, speed it up, I guess. I'm an idiot. There you go. That's what we want. Nope, go back to what you were at. There we go. Good.
Yeah, this is the trigger mode, so it'll be stabilized.
Okay, so this is a saw wave, right?
It's going to be a little janky like this.
That's fine. So this is our saw wave, okay? So we're going to take our saw wave, and what you guys can't see right now is I'm going to put it into the input of your filter, right? And then that, because remember, your filter's not... Well, the saw wave sounds like that.
Yeah,
okay?
Don't blast them out.
And that to the filter. And then the low pass of it into there. Now, remember, your filter's acting funky.
Yes.
So right now, even though it's fully open, it's still really muted.
Okay.
Right? But if you feed it a control voltage
a big pile of wires
from
right
like your marbles, right? So right now, your marbles is set to deliver positive and negative 5 volts in a smooth and even spread and bias, all right? And then it's triggered right here.
Volume is good, it's not too loud. Okay, I'm just very sensitive about that kind of stuff. I don't want to blast your guys' ears out. I don't understand why my video looks really blurry. What's going on there? Hold on, I need to... Is it the lens? It might be the lens.
It could be also, part of it is the
light reflecting,
reflecting off of your grayness.
That's an exclusive Oh Bother view you guys get. You gotta pay me for that next time. It's looking a little greasy. Yeah, it is just reflected light. If I could get a different angle, I may have to make a stand for this thing. Sorry guys, brief earthquake. Try to get like...
I mean,
I don't think I can get it all.
Everything was fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Okay, stop messing with it. Sorry. Okay, there.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take your trigger output from marbles, right? Because this is annoying right now.
The center beat is every single tick.
Every single tick,
it's going to go, and then the side ones. What is the right versus the left?
Right versus left, so bias.
Okay.
Right, if I turn it all the way to the left, now it's going to play the left more often.
I see.
Hold on, let me turn this part off too. Okay. It's going to play the left most often.
Yeah.
If I turn it to the right, it's going to play the right more often. And that means it's also changing the X1 and the X3s. You know, when these change,
with
these
the rhythm.
change. Yes.
Okay.
Unless you clock it separately.
Okay.
Okay. So you have this playing now. What we're going to do for now is we're going to take the steady pulse out, and we're going to send that to the mult, right?
The other
we want
mult,
to copy
the second mult.
Yes. Because what we're going to do is we're going to copy one of those to the trig for now.
Okay.
Okay. And then the output of that.
So we're triggering every time. Okay.
Okay. So now we've got
and let's
something a little bit more interesting.
Why don't we show the output on the scope?
Yes. So here, give me that.
Yeah, that needs to be.
So then, can this pulls it out of the mix though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Wait a minute. Go back. Okay.
When you put it in here.
So I guess just mult after the VCA.
Yeah, we can do that.
Boing, 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 boing. Huh, why there's a little bit of noise on there. Probably just ground through your fingers. So this needs to be faster.
So.
There we go.
Now, we're going to change this to the other LFO here instead. Okay, so right now we have an LFO messing with your filter frequency, which is what's giving it that wow, 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 right?
Yeah.
Okay. But now we need something melodic, obviously, because right now this sucks. So we take that pulse that we're pulling out from the marbles and molting here, and we're going to put it into the trigger input of this guy. Right now I have it on a shredder.
Okay.
And shredder is a takeoff of the Noise Engineering Momentic Digitalis, which is a cool sequencer.
This is why it's called Crimes.
So then I take it from the output of that, I'm going to put it into the CV input here, which is your volt per octave.
That means notes.
So now you
That's
have your
sounding
melody.
very British. You're gonna get. Oh wait, we're in an ad. We're in an ad. We got 1 minute left until the ad.
Okay.
So let's hold up
While
on that.
that's doing it, I'm going to keep screwing these things in.
So Julian's gonna go screw those things in.
Can they can't hear you though, can they?
They can't hear during an ad, but that's only for people who don't subscribe to the channel.
How many people do you have that subscribe, that watch, that versus don't subscribe?
Any of the ones in the chat over there that have a little Nixie tube next to their name. But it means like Kisa can't hear us, and Smith Clay can. GG140 has to watch the ad.
Big John.
Big John, I don't think he subscribes, so I think he does have to. What's causing the note to change? So the pulse down here, and I wish this wasn't so blurry. We're gonna have to figure out how to get this all on camera properly. It's like I need to be at a particular angle and a particular focus. Oh, an ad, I'm very poor. Yeah, I apologize. Look, I'm trying not to let ads ruin everything around here, but I want my discoverability to be up so that people can actually find
Discoverability, like
stream.
Discover Card.
It's one of those like terms that only like streamers will.
All right,
With
so
my Discover card, I've been rejected by so many
where did
people.
the melody go?
Okay, I turned it down just a little bit. So what is making all the notes is pulses going into the trigger of Crimes, and this hold on.
Yep.
This half of Crimes is dedicated to what's called a sequencer, and so each time that pulse comes in, we go to a different piece of the sequence. See how it's 4x4? You can trigger 4 notes for every time the sequencer goes through. Oh no, it's not.
Nope. It triggers. It's a Cartesian sequencer.
Oh.
So every time you trigger it, right now we're triggering just along the X. So it's just moving forward. If you were to trigger it on the other side too, it would trigger.
So if I take one of the side
basically
channels,
moves like Battleship.
take one of the side channels, and I put that into the second trigger. Now we're going to trigger.
I'm still learning how to use that particular applet, but basically.
Oh, that's just starting it over.
Oh, is that what it's doing?
Yeah. What if we put it into CV?
No, the CV will do up. Don't worry about trying to learn that. The point is
I gotta
that it's
decipher
sending out different volt per octave values, right? And you can make a couple little changes here and there. We can.
The noises tickle my brain, but they're louder than both of you.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, look at that. They're way loud. Hold on.
Is that better?
Here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this down to a reasonable. Oh, I'm not. How is that not turning it down? And look at that. It's still going into the 2i2 at the same. How the fuck? This is supposed to be going in. What?
Oh, maybe.
Well, no, that completely attenuates it then. I think we were blowing up my 2i2.
Wait. Which one is us?
The middle one is the song. We are this one. So
there,
our
there.
volume is nice, but yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so now let me turn the speakers up so we can hear what we're doing.
Well, yeah. Very confused.
That shouldn't
Phones
be.
one?
Yeah, that should. Well, the headphones are the headphones. This headphone's sitting right over there.
Oh boy.
I don't have to plug that one in, but this one should.
That's fine. Just turn it up to whatever.
No,
best you can.
Unplug the headphones. Yeah, no, that's.
Turn on direct monitor.
Which one is that?
That button right there that says direct monitor. Press it. Nope. Press it again. Press it again. Nope. Not working. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because that should do that.
Anyways.
And then that should. Wow, what's going on?
So basically, what you have now
Well,
is
hold
your
on. We need to
melodic.
get that back. So turn that back up, and I'm gonna turn it down
back
over
up.
here. No, turn
There we go. Good.
Go higher. Of course, you guys might be able to pick that up on the mic a little bit, but it should be okay.
All right, so this is getting annoying now. All right, so like right now, again, because it's not, because your filter's working funky, right? But you could also plug the other envelope output, right, into that filter. And now it acts kind of like an LPG.
Interesting.
Because as the...
Bah. Still enjoy hearing it. Yeah, it's this is...
Right, so
I have a lot to learn.
So now the filter's really quiet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder what's doing. I'll have to look at what...
Well, no, but this is okay, so... Right, really quiet filter.
Cat jams. I'm glad you like it.
You know what we can do actually? Here, this will make it easier for you to understand what's happening. So the input here
secret. Why is it so
goes
quiet
into
now?
there. This, we get rid of this. There we go. Okay.
Whoa, big pop. Is that too quiet for you guys? Or is that a good balance with our mics? Because it is pretty quiet. Headphone and speaker users are going to get a different show.
All right, so here, check this out.
Yeah.
Right now, you hear nothing, right? I put the envelope of the filter of the ADSR is going directly into the filter. We're not using the VCA right now.
Okay.
So you hear how, as the sound closes, you hear the high pitch gets quieter before the lower pitch.
Crime. Yeah.
That's basically how an LPG works.
Okay.
So when you hit
I'll eventually
the high frequencies all come through, and then as the LPG closes,
once I build that,
it filters out the high frequencies before the low frequencies, which is why you get this kind of more plucked sound. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
So then if you put, now if we're also feeding the VCA with it, you can hear now it's even snappier. See what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. Yeah. Boing.
Yep, it's got a little bit more punch to it. So now you're basically, and then you have a CV2 in here, right? Which you can add more. So your CV1
over synthesized.
Your CV1 has an attenuator.
I've been treating that filter like a black box. Whatever I put into it, weird stuff happens on the outset.
So your CV1 has an attenuator,
works.
right? Which means that when you feed it a signal, now the signal's not doing anything as I turn it up. Now the LFO's doing something. So what we're doing now is we're using CV2, which is always just full blast, to trigger the envelope, right? Or to trigger the filter, while also modulating it with the LFO, which is giving it that kind of like... Right? So it's kind of giving it a little bit more life, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, because you got the cool one, if you take your CV outputs of your marbles, you could put it in here, for example.
Whoa.
And it will...
There we go.
This is now affecting the speed,
crunchy.
Right? Because it's speeding it up a lot. Right? So it's changing the speed of the LFO. That's also
CV is
affecting
control
that.
voltage.
Yes. Yes. So then, now, if you wanted to, you can use this as an attenuator.
Yes.
Right? But you would want to then just use the output for the audio.
And that's much...
Right? Oof. Which will be louder. We can turn it down there. Because then I'm going to use this one, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to turn it all the way up here. And if we plug...
That's 2 to 1. You're boosting if you do that.
That's okay.
Or no, well, it's 1 to 1 in the other one.
We're plugging this out into your CV input, another CV input. Okay. And it's going to make it wonky.
That's going to mix it.
But it is mixing it, right? So if you turn this down, though, you'll get little, like, you can get little pitch warbles and things like that, right? And if you wanted to get real funky with it, if you take one of these output LFOs.
The LFO from Crimes.
From your ornament in crime is...
That's low frequency oscillator.
Yes, a low frequency oscillator.
Which is essentially
right.
when we move the things back and forth. What the heck?
So what's happening is we have the melody controlling the volt per octave, right?
Okay.
And then we have a random marbles CV voltage going into your amplifier. And right now the amplifier is totally off.
Okay.
Coming out of ornament in crime is another LFO.
How did you do that?
Is coming out of ornament in crime is another LFO that is going to control the voltage level of the marbles one. So when I turn this up, when this is down,
start to get more.
It will. This marbles is. Let's use this guy instead. So right now there's no effect of it, right? But when I turn it up, and if you were, it's hard to really like.
I know.
Tell on with this. Let me see if I can get a different shape. And let's do. So watch the top shape here. Can they see that sort of?
Yeah,
you
can
sort of see
it's
that.
Very small.
So if I slow this down. Nope. Wrong button. Shit.
The whoop whoop whoop.
There we go. That's what I did wrong. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that down all the way to like 3 seconds. So right now when it's high, this is open and it gets pitch funky.
Okay.
When it's low, this is off, and so that LFO doesn't come through. See what I'm saying?
Now, is there a trigger where you can make the rate of that a little bit more musically timed with everything? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you could. So you can clock it. You're gonna have to read the manuals. For
yeah,
these
I'm gonna
things,
have to read a lot.
It's hard to remember.
There's a lot.
Of it. Yeah. Especially for ornament and crime.
Yeah.
So basically, what we did, right, is you have your oscillator going into your filter, okay? Your filter going out into your VCA. Cool. That's just the audio path, right?
Yeah.
Then you have the envelope being triggered by the same thing that is triggering the sequence.
Making the sequence,
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't need to do that.
No, but
you could do,
yeah.
well, but here's the thing. You could do cool stuff like, if we were to instead, well, let me finish walking through things first. Okay, so that's triggering that. While also that envelope is controlling the VCA here, right, being triggered, while also
VCA,
controlling the CV of the filter to give it that like little punch always in the beginning.
Okay.
And then the CV1 is introducing the like wah wah wah, right, exactly, okay? And then all of that, right, and then that is going into here, which is being sent into our mixer.
Okay.
Right now, what you would normally do after what you would like to do would be to send it into clouds first.
Yeah, and then it could make
out
dynamic,
something. Right. Now,
fading stuff.
one cool thing about modular.
Sorry, you.
Yes. One cool thing about modular is that it's not, you don't have to couple your trigger sequences with your melodic sequences.
Okay.
So I can trigger the melody part with the left side of marbles, right? And then the envelope part with the right side of marbles. Or let's do it with the middle so that we still hear that. But now you'll notice the note only changes when the T1 light goes off, which they can't see. So when the T1 light goes off, the melody will change. See? Because the T1 is controlling this guy, and the T2 is controlling the envelope itself.
Ah, the envelope trigger, I see.
So now if I turn this all the way over, because it's doing it at every beat, right, they're going to be the same. So one thing that you can do is like mix up the trigger patterns that are controlling the sound shape with the trigger pattern that is playing the melody. And then
I could learn this better. I can make things sound less like marbles is
Well, but see, that's the thing, is it's not the marbles that's doing it. Like right now, we are literally using a saw wave and a filter. Like that is the most basic, like, this is just basic, like, how are you patching things together, linking them together, right?
Yeah.
But,
interesting.
Keep in mind that I've been doing this now for 10 years and I'm still, like, you still learn.
Still learning.
Like, it's, like, it's just figuring out how how things work, like, what does what, you know, and since you're building everything, you kind of are going to have the ability to, you know, be more picky about what you build, because you're building it while you're, or you're going to know what you want to build, rather, because you're building it while you're, like, playing it. So you'd be like, I am missing this functionality.
Yeah.
I want to do this. So, like, some of the things that you are missing, right?
Yeah.
Besides clouds.
Yeah.
You would do well to have another filter.
Another filter.
You
Building
would do
one.
well to have a function generator, envelope generator. Okay. A small analog delay would be cool.
Okay.
Or one of those daisy seed multi-delay, like reverb effect modules.
I think the delay I can build with basic stuff. I might be able to just DIY that fully.
You might be able to. I don't know.
I gotta see how
but
delays work.
You're gonna need at least one or two more function generators. ADSRs, I don't find very useful most of the time, because those are, ADSRs are like, you see them in a lot, like if you're making big pad sounds and you're doing like string instruments and stuff, ADSRs are fine. But I tend to stick with mostly just normal function generators. Like, look at like Maths, the Make Noise Maths module, which is based off of like classic design stuff. These are great. I would move this down here, and I would move these three things
audio pad
down here, and move this guy up here, and then,
because then you have audio being created.
Filters,
manipulated, filtered, amplified.
So 2 filters, and then a delay, the function generators. But you're building the MS-20.
Yeah.
So the MS-22, you're also going to run out of space.
Yeah, I'm going to run out of space pretty quickly.
I don't know what the deal is with that thing.
Studio Zhao.
But right now it looks like
this might become a chat control module.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So,
so your MS-20 will fit in here. The MS-22 you got space for. Then you have these 2 empty spots.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's 4 HP. Dave has one that's great. They're very nice. I've heard really nice things about them.
Oh, it's cool. I can't wait, but it's going to be a tough build. I think what I'm going to do is finish the pick and place machine. So to do all these little surface mount things. So what I can do is use it to place solder paste down, and then it'll keep you sort of parallel to the surface. You pick up the part, put it down with a foot pedal, pick it up, put it down, put all the parts down, and then I put this on a hot plate, and the whole thing solders at once.
That is very cool.
But that's, I mean, this is look at all those fucking things.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's a lot of shit. So.
And
you don't need your MIDI in. I want my MIDI in.
Yeah, but you don't need it.
It's fun.
Not right now.
It does.
Well, no, but here's the thing.
It works really incomprehensibly.
You know, it would be. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but you're not going to use it really.
Yeah.
The only thing that you might use it for would be the clock.
For the 505.
Yeah, but are you going to use that to sequence melodies on this?
I don't know. I would like to use it to fill in for this, but
here's the thing. Until you run out of space, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But, so, you're building the low pass gate, which is going to take
Let's
up
see the other one down here,
space. You might honestly find...
This is LPG.
This is the LPG. You might honestly find that if you get 2 or 3 4 HP function generators...
something just happened.
What does that mean?
Wonky Robot subbing with a tier 1 for 24 months. Yay, Synthstream. Yeah, man.
What up, bro?
Julian is here. Hold on. I gotta do some of this stuff. Julian's here, and he's teaching me how to synthesize.
Okay, so your LPG will be great, and honestly, you might end up getting rid of this and replacing it with
took me so long to fix
Well, but it's not that. It's
I know.
You might find that you'd be better having this with two
like 1
function
HP,
generators,
yeah,
or 4 HP.
small function generator. Yeah.
Because this is just the function generator is going to give you more. Can you go pull up the the LFO one that's over?
Oops. Hold on.
That guy. Yeah. So
this one doesn't come as a PCB though. I'll have to find something similar.
PCB and panel set right there.
Oh, there you go.
So,
55.
Yeah, but you look at the nonlinear circuits one.
Yeah. Well,
but basically, here's what you have. You have. Oh, well, I don't need to move over. I can just tell them.
Oh.
So your rise and your fall are attack and decay and release, right? And your hold is how long it stays open, I think, because it's
okay.
And then you have a cycle button. The one on the left, that button, I think, is the one that will just keep it going, so it's also an LFO.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be trigged. And then you'll have CV control over the rise and the fall. So, and in all reality, you're really never going to use this part of this.
Yeah.
95%. Yeah, and like strings and things like that. And you're not going to be doing that kind of thing, as often.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gnarly. And then shred. Oh, and this is backwards. Let's fix that.
Chat wants to control your triggers. Yeah, I know. It would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it?
How do I fix this? No. There we go. Let's fix this shit.
God.
Oh, your thing is backwards, dang it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that is.
Setup. Okay, so...
Just use the crime for 80 envelopes.
No.
You can, but then it uses up your crime. I guess I could probably make another crime, but that's like a $75 build. Considering I have the DACs, it would be a lot less. The digital to analog circuit in micro ornamentation and crime is a like $15 chip. Yeah, it takes $75 to build that. It is worth $400, right?
I don't know.
To buy a new ornament from crime. It's hundreds of dollars. This is why I've DIY'd this stuff from circuit boards up, because I'm relying on a combination of hardware that I stock normally and, special ordering parts here and there. But I've been able to build up pretty quickly, not too quickly, a collection of the parts that are involved in building all of these things. When you DIY, it starts very expensive, but then it kind of tapers out.
Hold on a second. Something got funky here. Oh, whoops.
What you did?
Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Oh, Julian's standing here with one arm behind his back like he's working on a high voltage circuit.
I know, right?
Which is, by the way, what you should do, boys and girls out there, is I'm not a doctor, but if you work on like a fuse box or a panel that's got a lot of voltage in it, obviously always turn everything off, but approach everything with one arm behind your back. That way you're not hitting voltage potentials across your heart.
Always touch it with the back of your hand. We have to turn this off for a second.
I hate to imagine the cost of marshmallows.
I apologize for
wall.
popping.
Well, so I need to actually put back in the compressor because that'll help. Yeah, synth wall, or what about Moby, where he has them come out on panels? Would you need to effect a full reset?
We fixed your knobs. Now they go in the right direction.
Now they go in the right direction.
Yeah. So basically, right. Yep. Perfect. Beautiful.
It's funny where I'm sitting. I can't see Crimes' screen, but I can see it up there. Like the start of an Orbital song.
I know, right? My name is Phil Hartnell, and my brother, something else Hartnell.
We like to go to the beach, and we used to be punk artists. Here's our filters.
Were they?
Yeah, they started as a punk band.
Oh, that's fun.
A lot of the big names started as punk bands, or at least in England. Everybody moved from punk to funk.
I remember when we first started going to the psychedelic festivals, the amount of 90s metal shirts. The amount of people in like Fear Factory shirts.
There was a great joke. It was like partygoers decided to keep going to festivals into their 40s.
Yeah.
It's like, our whole generation was like, fuck it, we're just going to still go to festivals.
I remember stopping a guy at a festival, and he's wearing a Fear Factory shirt and like a battle vest. And I'm like, bro, what is with all of us, like, metalheads? And he's like, yeah, man, we got old and chilled out. I was like, you know what? It's true. So
the Dymo labels are classy. I did my best. It's kind of weird over here on the VCA.
Yeah.
Where I had to like make waveforms, and I didn't have my label maker's kind of old, so I had to kind of like use dots and dashes to make pulse and PWM.
See, this one.
It's not. The sine wave was the closest I got. This one was actually in the device, but you can't like make your own symbols. So
this, you hear how you're not getting anything out of this pulse width one, really?
What if you change the edge? I don't know.
No. So where's?
Yeah, I gotta. This is a CEM 3340. It's not. Whoa, careful with that one.
So here's what pulse width.
Oh, it's very British.
Does. See how it changes the. Well, you can't. We're moving too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, here we can just make it smaller. So here's what pulse width modulation.
Yes.
Well, yeah, on here obviously you know what it does.
I do, yes, but it's good to tell them.
Yeah. See, this one's supposed to be.
Yeah,
see, that one's a really quiet one.
I don't know why the scope gets slow like this. I need to check my settings.
Oh.
Yeah, this is it's a mod.
Is that the edge thing? That's weird. But anyways.
This is all just one chip that does all that too.
So this is...
Sorry, I don't mean to do this. I try to keep the dynamic camera angles going. That's what keeps people watching.
Oh my god.
Get like a super close up of your tattoos. It's a little fuzzy on the edges. I gotta figure out how to get this on camera better.
It's okay. Now I need to become a pumpkin.
Now you're pumpkin.
I'm getting close to being pumpkining.
The pumpkin.
So wait. Let's write some stuff down real quick somewhere so that you don't forget these things.
So I know the stuff that I need?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got this, and then where'd the notepad go?
Guys, there's this thing called paper.
I've never heard of it.
Things like Post-it notes.
Kids are like giving speeches from their phones nowadays. I don't even know, man. I could never do that.
What, you mean when they're...
When you're like giving a presentation to the class, you do it from your phone?
Yeah, they like read it off their phone.
How do you not hit something and everything goes away and it...
We shouldn't be... Oh, that's not...
What are you
audio
looking
from
at?
this. Never mind. I was an idiot.
Oh, there's... Yeah, we got a bunch of different stuff going on over there. My mixer situation...
I thought I was hearing audio coming out of this.
Oh, I see. All right, well, I got a piece of paper.
All right, number one. Envelope or function generator. They're the same basic thing.
Okay.
You can look at the nonlinear circuits valmorification is a good one. It outputs two signals, inversions of each other, and it can also be used as an envelope when you are triggering it. You are gonna want to look for like a small delay module, maybe like a analog one or one of the like Daisy Seed.
I might still have your Erica Synths delay chip. I might have ordered an extra one of those. In which case, I still have the software. I literally programmed...
that Pico DSP jam.
I programmed the entire functionality of the Pico DSP.
Yeah.
And then I figured out that I could copy it from the other one.
Yeah, I mean, if you can rebuild it, that
but
would be dope.
I might be able to rebuild that with a Teensy. I don't know. We'll see.
And then, okay, so that stereo mixer you might want to consider. New knobs.
Ooh, like my knobs.
Let's see. If you are going to want to send the same melodic sequence to two oscillators, you're going to want a buffered mult, not just a passive one. Because a buffered one keeps the signal at the right levels to keep it in key.
That's easy for me to build. I know exactly how to do that. It's literally just you put an op amp in there at a Unity game.
And maybe two of these. And you're going to build... and you're already building your MS-22.
Yep.
And you're building the LPG.
That might be a little while because I still need to do the pick and place for that because I'm not...
But that'll be your second filter.
This is a beast.
Yeah. That'll be your second filter.
Look at all those shiny... Those are all... Oh, my God. voltage drop if it's passive.
And then the
if
LP.
I put an op amp or a couple op amps in there, basically you get a quad op amp.
That's what, for the buffered multiple.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. For the buffered mult, it'll have an in and an out, but it's basically just yeah.
And then if this is digital, right?
It's a buffer. Woof. That's fully digital. It's a sound key
If you
filter.
can build another smaller VCO.
The one that I do want to build is the yellow. Is there a yellow PCB up here?
Yes, right there.
Yeah. So that one is supposed to be. Have you looked at Hajiwo?
I've heard of him.
Yeah. So Hajiwo.
He's got some sequencers, some LFOs.
Yeah,
Jesus fucking Christ.
He doesn't count the knobs or the panels as cost. Just grab the one. That's our mixer. So that one is supposed to eventually become a chord VCO.
Okay.
So that could make some pretty cool sounding stuff. But it's all digital, so it uses a microcontroller and it sends this high frequency pulse to a filter that basically plays Flappy Bird with the voltage level.
Okay.
So it basically will,
I personally,
but I don't, that's a lot of building ahead of me.
Personally, I have taken to, if I'm going to use modular, I keep my oscillator and my filters analog.
Yeah, that's
for
kind of what I want to do.
Just to because if I want digital, I can use my software.
I think what I want to do is turn this, because I need to check the pinouts, but I can turn this into something that gets on Wi-Fi, and then I can do weird stuff with that. So I can hook it up to all the automated stuff in here, or I could give chat like commands that could do stuff.
Okay.
So I think that would be good for like a crazy interaction module. I think that's where I want to go with that. And Sid Heresy had the same idea in parallel, I believe. Which, bound to come up with these ideas. See, look, it looks a lot better from a different angle. It's just this vinyl that I got. I sort of, I took a plunge and I decided to just try this vinyl. I thought it would be a little lighter than this because I liked the gray, but Julian's like, it's reflecting light too much. And yeah, that's true. It really is.
It just looks weird.
Yeah. I like how it's kind of a little bit iridescent. But
but you need to be able to see it.
Yeah, I guess. You don't know. You need to be able to see the labels, which are very bright.
So yeah, man. And in all reality, though, you're not gonna blow anything up except maybe some speakers.
Yeah.
So don't worry about plugging things in. Most things have reverse diode, reverse protection and all that jazz. I think. I mean, you're the one that built them. You should know, I guess.
Yep. Some of the ones that don't, I've built in reverse protection on. I've also kept my oscillator and filters analog until I got tired of tuning instability. The filter has the largest impact in the sound. One of the things is like the CEM3340 have the temperature compensating diodes on them.
I honestly have
and tuning live, just whatever,
I mean, I haven't run into too many tuning issues now. I don't play live.
Yeah, part of it is that every time I come back to this, I expect completely different results. So
I mean, yeah, like I think there's it really depends on
ALM's MCO Mark II. Do you know that?
What?
ALM's MCO Mark II.
The digital.
It's been godsend.
But
apparently.
it's not DIY.
No, yeah, and the DIY aspect of it is what's more fun for me and us as stream. But these, man, and also just not having to deal with mutable instruments is overall craziness. Being that these are like hardcore, complicated microcontroller-based modules, and even just soldering down the microcontroller is a beast. So clouds, tides, basics, and marbles are all so crazy when you have the CEM3340 VCO. It's just a chip that takes all the ins and outs. So that's been a lot. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday today.
It is
oh my
Tuesday.
God.
Holy crap.
I've been at a time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Old married couple. Yeah, so I got some learning to do, huh?
Yeah, and I got to figure out why this motherfucker's not working all the way. Oh man. I hate when I'm putting things back together and I can't find the one that I missed. I don't think I should have an extra nut in my hand. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to prepare myself to depart.
There we go. Julian's heading out.
It was a pleasure, as always.
Thank you, Julian. How long have we been going for? It does not feel like we were only doing 3 hours and 15 minutes, but I guess I'm gonna let this be a little bit of a short stream because I don't know what I'm gonna be able to come up with over here on the synthesizer. And this is a good conclusion to everything. We've got Julian's got his Krakong. Yeah, Krakong.
I know, right?
And it supposedly works. He just needs to learn it a little bit. That's sort of the same deal with my stuff. Crimes and Ornamentations, that's like a really good module to have.
It's very
if you want to
useful,
learn this stuff. It's got, basically it's doing what AI did to art, and it has all of these other things programmed in it that that aren't supporting all of the people that made them originally.
No. That's not okay. No. People,
it's not a total theft module.
No, not even remotely.
Because you said this thing was mimicking some other piece of equipment.
Somebody built an applet for it that is similar to their hardware, but it's nowhere near as robust or functional.
I see.
I mean, the idea of the Cartesian sequencing, which is what they call it, where it's like the XY coordinates. They're not the only, there's multiple modules that use that same concept. The noise engineering one is just done in a specific way, and what the person who designed the I wouldn't say it's a ripoff. I'd say it's more of a what's the word I'm fucking like a. It's calling it out, it's like being like, it's a tribute, A
tribute, okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's inspired by it.
Yeah.
But the idea of it being XY is not something that people are like, oh my god!
Right.
No, the Ornament and Crime is like a great multi-use module. It's the kind of thing where if you're like, I always use this one thing on the Ornament and Crime, then you're probably going to want to go out and buy a dedicated one that is more flexible, more functional, has more depth. Because with Ornament and Crime, you only have a couple inputs, a couple outputs. With like the actual module, you have more CV inputs, more CV outputs, there's more dedicated buttons. The interface is made to be able to interact with it, in a more playable fashion. So what you can think of as like Ornament and Crime is kind of like a pared down, a handicapped demo of something.
A demo of another module.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
That like is still 100% useful.
Yep.
Without question. It's just that you might end up like being like, hey, I love this comparator function. Let me go buy like an actual comparator, that will do more things. I'm not gonna put all these knobs on now. Fuck that. Do that at home. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are beautiful. We are beautiful.
Make
the
Noise
world
Renee is
sometimes
super cool.
Beautiful. Yes,
sounds cool.
I love the Make Noise Renee. Be good, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Julian. That was a
thank you.
Good Tuesday stream. On Thursday, we are going to work on Momo, which is John's robot lawnmower. It met an unfortunate overvoltage thing, or I don't even know. It blew up, and so we're going to unblow it up. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to be back on Tuesday. I don't have the end card, so you guys will have to find the Discord on your own. There's a command for that. I don't know if anybody else, let's just check real quick, if any other Twitch streamers are doing anything. It's probably, I don't know. Usually what'll happen is I'll go offline, and then I'll take Willow on a walk, and I'll come back, and I'll see that Flatulent Gonad's gone on, and I'm like, I meant to raid him. Holren's doing software, Gmar, no. And Vinesauce has got Tomodachi Life. Everybody's playing at Tomodachi Life. Womble's
Doom.
Soviet Womble's doing Kerbal Space Program. Who's doing Doom? Oh, of course, Lawrence is going through all the Doom catalog, and then Rabaz is doing Goblin Camp. So, all right, I don't see any of the technically people that I want to raid, so we are just going to stop the stream. I will catch you all later until Thursday when we will do Momo.